Steve.
Where are you getting
really
it from?
If you don't think too hard.
Gigi.
What it is.
Get a Krabby Ran, please.
Krabby Ran?
Yes, please.
All
right. I am
The crab
officially
rangoon is
starting.
good.
People are going to need to help me because I actually don't fucking remember what happened.
It was 2 hours of stress followed by 2 hours of confusion.
So where we
There were
last
tears,
left
there was a lot
our
of
heroes.
We spent the first half resurrecting everybody,
Yeah, I
then the
remember
second
that.
half talking about politics.
So where we last left our heroes, the party had just narrowly avoided defeat, but also defeated Aegis Callum and his Aegis Callum, Aegis Alanis, and Aegis Aerodeth. But you had lost in the process Tassin, Taro, Grieger, and Pigeon. You worked
What do we say to the god of death?
Probably.
probably today.
I mean, we're gonna get there
I ain't getting in
eventually.
any battles without two people.
You guys are good. You're good.
Can't be
I
on
got
top of
Ben's.
this. It's gotta come ready, right? What is this doing? Alright.
I actually only got a 6-piece crab rangoon, so.
Oh.
Just lay it
So
back
that's
down.
what, 3
Oh.
6 pieces, right?
I'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Take it to
I got one. I got one.
I'm not gonna
I'm guessing
Now
me-
the-
Alright, so anyway.
You want to just turn it into...
Seth, I got everyone's on there, so you're probably good to order now.
It's really good if you don't think too hard about
Double
it.
check with Bill here in a second, but
Squirrel.
Bill, you're good, right? You don't need Chinese?
Oh no. Alright,
Alright.
we're starting right now, Bill. Alright. You all gathered up the remains of the Aegises and rested on top of the pyramid. While resting, William was visited by a dream of his father and was given the means to resurrect through magic in his bardic class. Through gathering various materials needed, you resurrected all three of them through successful resurrection rituals, and traveled back to Anfalgoram, I believe, using the mirrors
Yes.
in Votar.
Yep.
Along the way, meanwhile, while all that was happening, Leah was holding down the fort in Anfalgoram, narrowly avoiding the attack from the masked whites that were attacking the palace. After the Aegis was defeated, the remaining zombies were scattered throughout the city and hunted down by the rest of you all. And you all made your way back together. From there,
When you went back to Votar?
you went back to Anfalgoram.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You all rested
And then
in the palace.
Seneca went hunting, and then they stayed back for relief efforts.
Seneca
because
hunted for the most part.
The kid had to sleep
Did you
off
remember how much we got
the penalties.
Yeah, and I had to sleep off my little exhaustion.
There was no comment.
And
No, and then he murdered his underlings.
Was it murdered or punished?
Urzo having issues
what's your
with some
He double-checked
respect
it.
and some command.
No change.
Urzo killed one of his soldiers, one of his mercenaries, in front of the rest of them to make an example. I remember what happened. And ordered them all that they were all going to go back to Artal and begin hunting down members of the Clock.
Oops. Sorry, everyone. I made a choice without the group.
You do you.
His newest captain, what was his name again?
Buzz!
Boz, was worried about this instance, thinking that it meant that they were no longer going to be paid.
But I promised them, this is for my share of the proceeds.
He
by the
promised
way.
them $500 a week for 2 weeks,
Yep.
and they could come back here and continue what they were doing.
And we said it was 20, right? There's
There
20 of
are
them?
21 of them now.
There
There were 22.
There were 22, and then there's 21 because I killed
I said
upstart.
20.
Yeah.
So, and that is where we left off with Urzo ordering his people to pack up and head to Artal, and the rest of you meeting in the hall, I believe, the dining hall,
Yeah, we were at the dining
for
hall.
breakfast
Discussing
and
politics.
Yeah.
Horrible.
discussing what we're gonna do next.
We said 500 a day?
A week.
A week.
Is he coming at all?
He's in Nebraska till tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So, Guardians, what are we doing?
Okay, so like,
I'm gonna need you to open the book. I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing.
all I know is that I cast foresight on myself.
Not that bit. The page with all the things that we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, the quest list?
Yeah, I didn't want to say those words.
From now on, quest list is called to-do list.
The to-do list.
We've literally done all of them.
At this point, Urzo comes back to the table,
we're
sits
open.
down with all of you.
Except for Ettenbaum. We've never been there. It's a small it's a
Is that
small
blood?
outpost by Clarion Dalel, who has our tall
He killed the guys the previous day.
So you can't see this blood. Is I actually cleaned my blade off
no, I figured-
Did I not do it?
previous day.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
bet
cleaning it
you,
while I was
bet
talking
you did
to
like clean the blade, and then you're just covered.
No, but I think I got some on
Boss.
Boz, but whatever.
So quick question. Do we really need to have the deck of many things?
I don't know.
So
I feel like we're doing a pretty good job currently of like
I'm of the
trying to make things better, but
Actually,
like,
thought of if we have it, our enemy doesn't. That's.
can we
my
That
line.
is-
destroy it?
That is true. I also think that if it doesn't exist, our enemy can't have it.
Yeah, can we
Or
destroy
if
it?
we, at the very least, hide it better.
Use the deck of the
Now
knowledge
it
to
helps.
destroy the deck of the
I
The
actually.
unfortunate thing
I
is
sup-
that,
Oh
yeah,
shit, he's right. He's
I sup-
standing right here.
I support the idea of actually not having it exist anymore. To be honest.
yeah, because like, really, I don't know, just kind of like try to make it better. Because we don't know what's gonna happen if
The
it-
world is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
yeah. I mean, not like, I mean, like, it's not gonna always be, you know, rainbows and butterflies. Because then we'd be out of jobs, right?
Right, but there is a
But
I'm trying not to make this my full
there is a
yeah, I would like to, you know, go back to singing and performing. But
there is a disproportion in terms of power, meaning that the big bads out there have a lot
exactly,
of power.
and so I think that we just need to try our best to tip the scales.
But do you think us getting rid of something powerful tips those scales?
I mean, we kind of already did that.
What do you mean?
Grumsh, not Grumsh. Yeah, Grumsh.
Yep. Oh, that's different though. Grumsh was not a tool, or was he?
We don't know.
Who's duel? It's a real tool.
Right, but I.
No, I guess what I'm saying is that we've kind of, I don't. Like,
Uh,
there's no turning
You know what?
back now.
Run away from the scales thing because I don't like that.
We've had
Okay.
It makes me want to not get rid of. So let's not do the scales thing. But I agree, it's something dangerous.
Orcas, I mean, like, if we can just, like, deal with that.
In character, you need to do
And,
the
like,
tongue thing more.
The evil wizards thing, like, I feel like that are the two big things. Because, like, yeah, Valandris is Valandris and the clock, yeah. Evil and, but however, they also, like, I don't know, aren't just trying to take over the world and subvert everybody to their to their ideals. Slavery and Orcus. Big problems.
Yeah, but the clock is proven to be our enemies.
Well, yes.
Oh,
I'm saying, like,
Throw a world.
you're looking big picture
I'm
here,
looking
but I think
big
if anybody that is our enemy is all kind of just lumped in the same group right now.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
That's what we're saying. The group's a little big right now. The last
I'm
small group
Well, I'm trying to make it small.
murdered 3 people
I'm trying to make that group smaller.
by dividing
What are you trying to say?
and eliminating. I'm not,
No, I've
Okay.
actually just sent all the Vipers to go kill the clock.
don't
Oh,
you only have like
what?
22 of them?
They're really good at what they do.
And Philandris would have been cool with us if we would have just killed those guys.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of already taking care of themselves.
So why don't we kill Volandris too?
We tried, remember?
I don't know that we need to.
Yeah, he's got that time travel thing.
He almost killed Bill.
Who's, oh, yeah.
There's Bill.
I keep forgetting
Bill.
that you refer to William as Bill. Oh.
Billy boy.
Bill Bob. It's weird because I keep looking at you and I say Bill and it's not you.
It's okay.
I apologize.
Guys,
character.
I'm very much a fire from the hip kind of person, and I fired from the hip.
Never would have guessed.
How do you fire from the hip with a bow?
It's a figure of speech. It's for crossbows that are holstered on the side, and you're kind of just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I fired from the. So, but what I'm trying to say is, I can't fix that problem right now. But going forward, I'll stop making decisions without consulting the rest of you, if that helps.
Because I feel like,
Because I have a lot of
They're your
power
are
now.
these two still here?
That kind of went to my head.
They're
Yes,
your
they're
men.
sitting there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I need to filter them.
Yeah. Yep.
Wasn't aware.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm at. That book says we're done and we're ready. I disagree.
What book?
Your book says we're done, we're ready.
Oh, the quest line is.
to-do list.
Yeah. Of like places to go and talk to people.
Yeah, says it's time. I don't feel
We
that.
never
I
gone to
agree.
Ekmon.
I'm the same. If you told me I'm gonna right now go confront Orcus and launch a war against
no.
Artal, no.
What's the net room?
That's what I'm saying is I feel like
It's
we're
a
missing.
small outpost ruled by Clarion Jalel, and he has our total loyalty. So
And that is.
That one place we haven't been. That's right.
it's a tiny little place,
In the southeast
Down in the-
of the crotch.
the left side of the crotch.
Right crotch. Well,
If you're looking
right
at
is
it,
looking.
but if you're
left
wearing
is worn. Left nut is worn.
Okay.
But it does control travel into and out of Artal, then.
Not really.
They have our total loyalty, so I don't know if they're like
Okay.
So
Thank you.
if they're like.
Oh, that's not a nut. How low do your testicles hang? Jesus.
Do your nuts
hang
hang
low?
low?
Do they do they shine in the light? Is this a Dwarvish song?
It is now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Good to know. The bard would.
As dwarves age, their scrotums elongate. And
Wait,
because
so
they're already
Their
so
ears-
close to the
Their
ground.
ears and their scrotum.
We've talked about
continue
this
to
before.
grow.
Sound right, but I don't know enough about dwarves to dispute it.
Otherwise, I don't think I've met one.
And I'm the
of those
DM.
people.
I like
Yeah.
that you just get to be like Grieger or Taz.
Fantastic.
So why do we want to go there though?
It's
by the way?
weird because they're
No,
veiny,
I'm just
but they
saying
don't have
that's
any
the only
hair.
place we
That's
haven't
the
been to.
weight, right?
We also haven't been to
Down.
Worm Rock.
Out of character, that's canon now.
There's a dragon by it though.
I wonder if
So
people
no,
on their own
looking at the
walls.
map, I see a dragon by Worm Rock, and I know what worm means.
Did that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Um.
Well, you know, I've killed enough dragons, and I just like hold up all the dragon skins that you guys have kind of seen that I'm slowly sewing together.
Worm Rock.
I like
Can I make
it.
a history check on
By the
Worm
way,
Rock,
Ben-
considering it's on my native coast and it's on the water, which is kind of a thing?
Ben, how long has it
Go
been
right
since I started constructing my dragon armor?
You need to inform me when you're using your downtime to.
Got it. So we'll
Constructed.
just say 0% because I haven't done that with you at all. So we'll do 0%.
You have all the skins ready, but
Yes.
there's nothing to have.
You
to
woke
do.
up in the
me up
middle of the
with
night and you're like,
Well, no, but the thing is, I could go to somebody and
Fill
be
me up
like,
with a
make
mixture of
this, but I told Ben I want to do it myself.
Like,
That's gonna take forever. Alright.
if you guys would like,
know the whole
also, now would be a good time to take about a week of downtime if you'd like.
Why did I hand that to her? Oh.
10 on the.
I still my
Can I make it
problem.
nature actually?
You already said history.
Okay, can I also make a nature check? Sure. Alright, 22 on the nature.
Wormrock seems to house lots of dragons,
Yeah,
I would like to know more about my
chromatic
eye power,
and
but-
metallic.
That's the part I was looking for.
They're constantly fighting over territory on the island.
Okay, just in case we were looking for more shit to do, in case our plate wasn't full enough,
It's not really right now.
something interesting about Worm Rock is it's not just chromatics up there.
What is it?
Metallics as well.
What does that mean? Metallics are
They're
good, yeah?
good dragons.
Metallics are good, yeah.
We already have one as an ally.
So you're telling me
For luck.
are we generally good?
Oh, wait, I have an idea now. You just suggested
no.
something.
By numbers, by ratio.
How many metallic dragons
Yeah,
do you
she wants
think
some
we
glasses.
can get for this impending?
I don't
conflict. How many metallic
Obviously,
dragons do you
three's
think
not
we can
enough
get?
because they die so easily.
Guys, I was in Artal Day with a lot of scorpions. We're going through a misty bay.
There's a lot of tall rocks.
I'm just saying, guys.
What?
Y'all have read that book, right?
What
What
book?
book?
Three McGones?
No.
The
I have
Song of
not.
Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
I've actually not read it. Why don't you
The
describe
song
it
of
more for me, please?
Chilly days, and
Well,
Just
basically,
skip to the end. Tell us how it ends.
they fly.
then they ruin it.
Well, that book hasn't been written yet.
They fly this.
But a bunch of bards went around and sort of did their own interpretation of it, and it sucked.
I don't
I heard
associate
it
with
was
those
William's
parts.
cousins.
Did the bards go past where the book
Oh,
Yeah, they
Oh.
did.
Thank God, I forgot. Tyler's not here. We all hated it. That's so good.
And as it turns out, they weren't really bards all along.
They lied on their resumes.
They were a bunch of
They wrote
chads.
one good song and then
They were a bunch of chads.
Anyway,
That was good, guys.
So you're saying you want to try to get dragons as allies for this fight against
I think
Artal?
that's a good idea.
I'm saying if
I love
we
that
were, if because it seems like none of us are ready for
Maybe we should talk to Kurlik.
what comes next. So our list of options are revisit places we've been where we have almost nothing to do, it seems. Visit a place
Talk to
we've
the
never
mayor.
been but
You
has
don't know
no
us.
prospects, or visit somewhere we've never been and maybe get incinerated.
Is this the training montage section of our campaign?
You have 3 choices.
Oh,
I'm not.
I know we didn't talk about what to do with Pigeon. Were you thinking she has her own XP or that it's like a
you have to. So, okay, that's right. I did come up with that, but I don't think we talked about it.
Clean your
Yeah.
fingers
You have to
with
give her
this.
XP.
okay?
I'm gonna wash them.
So,
Oh, no,
yeah,
you
I was
don't
thinking
have to
either
wash
do it like a
it.
tome
I'm gonna
or
wash
have to
it.
train her a
Fine.
day.
Thank God, something to slow him down.
I forget. I don't know
gotta
if
go
the
wash my
player's
hands,
handbook
sorry.
states how much it is for level 1. I think it does.
Isn't it?
Look it up.
Google 5 character advancement. Go to images.
Wait, are you talking about levels to get to level 2?
To level 1.
So-
she needs to become level 1 first.
I would personally.
You started level 1.
Wait till there's people back.
You don't start at level 1. If you don't have any class, you get to start at level 1. But if you don't have any player classes, you have to.
Oh, yeah,
Gain
I read that
experience.
part. Is that would that be at the beginning under character levels? Or?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I can look.
There's one in there. It's a darker beer. If you don't mind.
I think I've had it.
Oh, shit.
It's like a Scottish, right?
You can't come back here. Just
I
ask
know,
me
I
to go away.
forget. I forget. I didn't look at anything though.
Okay,
Sorry.
so.
Uh,
I. Oh, sorry.
Let's just say,
It's fine.
Mitch.
Thank you.
Let's just say the cost of getting her first level is the same as the cost for level 2. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep it down there.
And is
Keep it down here. Keep it down here. Hand it back.
I will throw them.
Date?
Okay.
is she bound by the same level up once per session?
Yes.
Okay. And that comes from my pool of XP?
Yes.
Okay.
2019.
Girl, why are you 13 again?
No, you can't. You can't decrease your XP.
Yeah,
It's from the XP you get.
Okay.
If you want to use some XP from last
like
session,
cookie
I'll
dough
allow
better.
that. So like give her a level today.
Yeah.
And then we'll say that she just leveled at the end of last session. Yeah, I think that's interesting. Okay, so.
I want to do a.
So I have a thing that I would like to
Oh yeah, I
ask
forgot you were saying something.
of you guys, and I know it's like not top priority. However, recently, we were all in that tomb. I somehow have untapped powers that I would like
Still
to
waiting on that.
explore more about.
I don't remember this.
My eyes glowed, and I was able to understand and see things in my head that nobody else could. Tass had the same power.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should take that book you was reading.
What book?
Do I know about that book?
He never told any of us
No,
about
he
that book.
didn't.
That's what. This is me trying to find a way for me to.
He's not here, so it doesn't matter.
No, I know. Not for him to give me the book. For us to see if we can go and actually. I would like to see if maybe we can find.
There's probably one
Might be
person. There's
helpful.
probably someone who knows more about it. Would be your dad.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's the whole thing.
He kind of betrayed the Antaro name, though. So he
We don't know that.
Allegedly.
yes, we do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Listen, you have papers.
According
You have scribed writings.
To
Okay.
my family's prophecy.
Yeah.
We heard
That's what I hear.
it was a sick ostrich.
We just don't have his.
Crosstalk.
He also has power that
We don't know. We gotta figure it out. I
doesn't
feel like that's
seem
something
to
we gotta
be
figure
based
out.
in the Antaro.
That's gotta be something we figure out. I'd be down to get dragons for the Artal fight. That sounds really smart. But it also sounds like it's gonna be a long thing. And like this whole Orcus thing's coming up fast, man. Like this is legit. I'm digging Vipers v Clock. I feel like that was a good call. Gives us a little bit of time. They
Thank
can
you.
kind of fight each other out.
I appreciate that, and I
hate
see what
that.
you said there, but it wasn't a
that.
pun. He
I hate
didn't
that.
mean it as a pun.
I hate that a
I
lot.
love a good pun.
What's a pun?
What's
He
really-
didn't mean it as a pun.
It's like a word play, like because I was like the clock, and then I said gives us time,
Ah.
and time is the clock. Like you read
Time
time,
with the
on a
clock.
clock.
That's a solid dad joke. I'm gonna write that down.
What did you how to read a clock?
Write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
Yeah, my dad taught it to me before he died.
Pigeon laughs, Kerr doesn't.
Basically, yeah. So anyway, getting dragons is a good, pretty solid. I like that, but it's gonna take a minute. I feel like you're right, Seneca. We're not ready to go fuck up Artala and like get on this whole Orcus train.
Not at all.
There are still 3 Aegises we gotta worry about. We whooped 3 of them, but I think there's still 3 to 4 more.
Orchis train.
Intelligence check. How many Aegises would be left?
History check, go for it.
History check. Sorry.
Well, it
In
seems-
real life, I
Wasn't
feel like
there one that
confident.
disappeared from us and teleported away? That's me trying to get good guesses.
Did you say it before I rolled?
Yes,
It's
I
fine.
I feel pretty good about this. It's 16.
You could take her advantage.
Because there was
16.
Okay. Aegis Valoris is an Artal.
Oh yeah. Because remember
Nondaram.
Titania wanted to kill him, but
Nondaram has an Aegis unnamed that you do not know. She is with Josephus. Eminram's was Aegis Aerdeth, who you killed. Orodrom's was an Aegis you did not know, but they were killed by the Baroness there. Remember, they were strung up in the entrance. The
one thing right, I guess.
Falgaram was Column. Toraram was Alanis. There might be one in Etenram. If there's a lord there, there's generally probably an Aegis there. And, there's like hundreds more in Templandor.
Oh, they're all Aegises in Dumbledore? I thought that was like a
I mean,
level thing.
We were there and I didn't see any.
Well, I saw some.
Aegis is like master for them.
Okay, so like there's more of the order, but
Not to mention you've heard that there are many Aegises in other countries too. So
so I basically say like, listen, if our goal is to take out the Aegises, we're not doing so hot. It's kind of like when one dies, another one takes its place, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
So anyway, we have Aegises. So let's talk about that too. I'm gonna can you start writing this down for me?
Yeah, Aegis is in Nondram and Artala that you.
No, I know. I wrote that down. What I need is just like these kind of thoughts I'm spewing here.
Oh, I'm
So dragons for the fight, good idea. Clock and Vipers are kind of taking care of each other. Hopefully the Clock isn't like here's more money and then the Vipers turn on you. That's what happens with mercenaries. So I don't trust him. Regardless, we have Titania.
yeah.
That's a girl we haven't talked about in a minute.
We don't know where she is.
That's
said
the
she would
point.
She was going to find more of the Archfey, like Tenerax, to try and help us in the fight.
So I would like to, if we could find a way to talk to her. I think we need her, especially if we're going to
Can
take
she
on
be
Temple.
scried? Wisdom check?
try.
I mean, we don't have the kid that scries here today, so.
I thought somebody talked to her, by the way.
I guess I could just take his orb from him.
Do you know how to scry?
Does she know?
Well,
Theron's
if you get the
dead?
orb, you can scry.
Oh.
What?
Did we
Does she know that her papa's dead?
did we tell her Theron's dead?
I didn't say shit. It's been kind of a whirlwind since he died.
No.
I feel
Before
like
that,
we
she
didn't
left.
address the fact
I think we're all mourning in our own
Taking a
way.
nap.
Taking a fucking nap.
Alright, so we got Titania.
Theron,
Yeah.
out.
We need to find that bitty. I would like to just talk to her, see where she's at.
Yes.
Just get a game plan. Because she's our most powerful ally right now. And if we can get her, like, contact her and be like,
None
hey,
of those were sneezes.
because if she rolls up and is honestly like, the Archfey are ready, we might be good.
Yeah.
Like, I may be like, let's just boogie and do this. Because Orcus can suck all the dick he wants. He won't suck dick with like 20 Archfey.
I don't know that there are 20 Archfey.
Regardless, however many there are.
What if
I
we
feel like
work?
it gives us a good advantage.
What if we work the gods to help
So
us
let's
too?
maybe let's catalog
That was-
our allies
Ah.
and if they're ready.
That
That's
was
what I'm
good.
kinda getting.
Wait, hold on, that was good.
So
That's what I was gonna. I know.
the Vipers are going. The Archfey, we don't know.
Let me get this down. So we have allies.
Allies, 8,
Vipers are doing their thing.
Dragons.
They're as ready as they're gonna get.
Vipers. Ready?
Titania, yeah. Titania.
Titania's a
We
question
don't
mark.
know. Beastmasters, they're ready.
What
right?
Beastmasters?
Beast Smashers.
Beast Smashers.
What Beastmasters?
Did you,
They were
oh,
from
you
a
haven't
little
met
bit.
them yet.
Well, no, she was there in
yes.
Nondaram.
No,
No, she wasn't.
I was with.
When we
I
killed
was.
Grumsh, you were present.
Well, yes, but I was with the Bright Horde. I don't know who the hell are the Beastmasters.
No, they
She
helped us.
actually,
Okay.
she is not with the
She's
Beastmaster.
So Nondaram's
Yeah,
people.
I remember shit.
We have Nondaram's
Right,
people.
no,
We sent them to the camp.
And we have Emin
Wait, who are the
Check.
Beastmasters?
They are our counterparts.
They're
They're,
just
like
another
us, just
mercenary
not
group,
as
that's
good,
all.
but they're cool people. We hated them,
Torum.
and then they came through at one point, and now we're kind of
Because we killed Alanis.
Cool.
We took care of the guy who was.
Nondraman and their Toll are the ones that, for sure, we know where they are.
No, that's not important. I'm not talking about aegis. I'm
Oh.
talking about allies. Hold on. Pause. Everybody listen. Is everybody listening?
No.
This is important.
Okay.
Allies.
Talking about allies. Vipers, they're ready. They're good.
Yeah.
Probably. Titania's a question mark. Beast Smashers have a check.
Can you?
I already got it written. Nondaram's people have a check. Because we sent them up north. We were like, hey, here's some safety. Do your thing. Okay? Nondaram's army. Toram, we got Josephus. He likes us.
And he's currently meeting with the Baroness.
Jeremiah.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Josephus is the badass that I hate.
Nondaram.
Yeah, he's the asshole. Wait, Nondaram.
Josephus is an Olin. He is the brother of Hadrian.
Yeah, but like,
He's the
didn't we
Baron.
destroy not? No, I'm thinking of Admiral.
What are you?
What's the place we took down the wall?
Oradrum.
Oradrum. That's the people we sent up. I apologize. Oradrum.
I'm so confused
Emin Ram.
So Oradrum people are cool.
Do you want like a full recap
If
as
you
the
could
DM
just zoom in a
sees it?
smidge.
Do you want a full recap as the DM sees it?
Well, the problem is I can remember what happened. I just remember it by where on the pants it happened instead of the names.
right. Oradrum. No. Okay,
Sounds
so
like high
Oradrum's
school for me.
people. Torum. We've got Thornwood or Tremorwood.
Torum, Jeremiah Tremorwood. He's our boy. So we have
He's
his
also meeting
people.
with the Baroness of.
Last you talked to him, he was mating with Laura Ilar and Emin Ram.
Yeah.
Torum is a check.
Emin Ram's also checking.
Ram.
So you
Yep.
that way.
Laura Ilar from Eminram
I'm writing this down.
Yeah, you both are.
Okay.
is a check.
You both are.
And Volgaram is a check.
Yeah. So
Although
we've
they
got
don't have a
Drolik,
whole. They kind of got their plate full, right?
Jollik and Kurlik.
Yeah.
Are
Speaking
essentially
of which, have
allies.
you guys seen Krillin recently?
He was taking out the
Wait, do you
hordes.
have
He was
Nandaram
taking
with
care of the
you?
hordes
Yeah,
of
I was-
zombies that
No,
were.
Nandram's bad
no,
boys.
Kurlok was going to get
Nandram's
supplies.
Josephus.
Okay, got it.
Kurlok out killing hordes. of
Guys, have we
zombies
not
right
gone back to Nondaram?
For what? Since then?
Since Theron, you mean when Theron died and all the bright hordes
Yeah, no
died?
one's. I don't think anyone's been to Nondaram since Theron died.
So,
Wait, you
but we were
mentioned
in
Bright.
Nandram and all the people left. They evacuated the city because the Bright Horde was
And
fighting.
then they split. The elves went to Artal.
Didn't the Spider Boy go and check on the two meeting in? Oh, that's Eminram. Sorry.
Hold on.
You know that in Nondaram, at the end of the battle, you guys alerted the group, the citizens, humans and elves, that they could go back to Nondaram, that it was over.
Okay.
I thought we alerted the humans that there was a resistance up north.
Yeah, the elves went to Artal and the humans went up north.
At the time, that wasn't.
Yeah, we convinced them to go to the north. That's why I wrote that down.
That was in Oradrum.
Oh, Oradrum. that was Oradrum
was
for
it?
sure. Oradrum. Yeah.
Oradrum, you told the that you told everyone to go to the
Okay,
resistance.
I thought the Nandram we told them to.
William took care of everything with the people in Nandra.
Oh, that's
Everyone's
probably
still
why I
there.
don't remember.
Everyone's
He
still
and I
there
are
in
both
Nandra.
from Nandra.
That's probably why I don't remember it.
Everyone's still there. There's still a Baron. There's still an Aegis.
And the Baron's the bad boy.
He's just
And the
for
Baron
someone.
is like
Ben, have we
one
been
of the
here
big
yet?
bads.
Been where?
Yeah, we
The
just came
lake?
out of there on Falgrim. Oh, to the lake? No.
The lake.
Serpent Lake.
Yeah.
Just like what?
We were heading that way.
It's
and then
just a lake,
It's
bud.
just a lake.
we were
We
heading
don't
there.
know that.
We were heading there, and then the giant turtle
Maybe
destroyed
a
our
lady
ship,
and
so
it
we
give
had to
us
go
a
back.
sword.
No, when the giant turtle destroyed our shit, we were over
Alright.
here.
I'm gonna help
Sorry.
you guys out.
Literally what I'm
DM's gonna
saying.
give you a recap of
I'm-
everything. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. We were heading that way, and then it broke, so
Here
we
it
had to
comes.
stop.
Top left, bottom right.
Alright.
You want me to start top left?
Yep, top left.
Templindor. You killed their patron, and they are kind of spinning right now. Aegis Column has made some sort of pact with Orcus. Was trying to get more Aegis involved. Those are things you know for sure. All right, Toram. Jeremiah Tremorwood was kind of on board. He didn't trust his Aegis anymore anyway.
Sure
Who's
enough.
dead now.
Yep.
He was, last you heard, he was going to Emenram, and you checked on him, he was there,
Yep.
to meet with Laura Ilar. He seemed very open about it when you were in Emenram talking to him about it. On Falgoram, 100% on board. Dralkner's ready to kick ass. Votar, dead. All of them are pretty much dead or gone.
Yeah, the Brightheart fight. Yeah.
Ordrom, completely wiped out city. The remaining humans and half-elves went north to Freehold. The remaining elves went to Artal, likely told everyone about what happened. Emenram, Laura Ilar's ready to go. She's been building an army for you guys too while you guys have been gone.
Kind of a figurehead.
This was
in
all
whole thing.
started by her. She was the
Yep.
one who told you to go find the Invincible and figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, we should
Nandaram. Everyone's still there. Joseph Solin's in charge with his Aegis. And that's it. Edaram, it's led by a lord. It's really more of a military barracks than a town.
Yeah.
That's that. Bagon was run by the clock, probably still is. Last you heard, Xanathar was there.
Gang, I have two suggestions.
You go first.
My first suggestion, if you all listen to me,
And of course, Freehold.
is Nandaram is one of the last remaining allies of Atal.
We're on par so far.
I think we head there and we eliminate Nandaram as a threat. I'm gonna like leave that an open book of how we do it. That's a gang thing to decide. I think we should do that. Also,
I'm
I
gonna.
had some thoughts about
I have
how
a.
to
I
do
will
it.
say. Shaboy will not be. Will have lots to say about that.
right, well,
Not that he would be opposed. I'm just saying he would probably not do it in the fashion of the majority of the rest of the party.
I'm gonna assassinate
Out of character,
Joseph.
I'd prefer William is there for Nandaram.
Yes, because
So if you guys could definitely go there, but if you got something else you want to do beforehand, that's great.
the only thing I can suggest is let's go back to that Pirate Cove and make sure whatever's
you want to
there
deal with Xanathar now.
doesn't exist.
Xanathar?
Xanathar's there.
Us? Without our voice?
Yeah, that's also fuck. Good,
You
great.
guys could also just
Our
head to
hands-
Nandaram now. I could wait.
Our hands
I could
are
hold.
tied.
I could hold certain stuff off.
We can also go back to Emenram and talk to Laura Ilar. I don't know. I feel like she should probably have a heads up on the Invincible situation.
I thought we did just speak to her
When?
we walked in on that meeting. Was that all of us? Or
That was
someone
not
else?
all of us.
Okay.
And you guys did not inform all the rest of us exactly
That's
what
a
happened.
10.
You did. They told you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that part. I thought everyone knew.
I'm gonna roll a 10 history for my time in the military. Do I know if there's any opposition to Artal in Edaram?
In Edaram? No.
Not at all.
No. That's as hardcore elves and the Olin family as it goes. It was a captain who was given like baronship as a reward for his time during
Bronn.
the war on
And he
Fire.
just
Ross
made it.
Stark.
He just made it like a military
Mm-hmm.
thing. Okay.
So
So is that where their
very
backup,
Sparta.
like, if
But
they're
for
like,
them.
we need reinforcements, is that where the reinforcements are coming from? We need to
that's
cut that off.
what I'm getting at.
I don't want to really take on a massive military without a dragon in the back.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And that sounds like a massive military.
It absolutely is. I can tell you that.
Do you want to scope it out at least?
They're not massive, but they are. No.
Do you want to scope it out
That
at
might
least?
be a good thing to like send.
That's something. Or why don't we all go there and just check it out?
We'll just scope it out, take a look at what's going on.
Yeah, we can.
Just find one of the Unfalgaram guards, and
Yeah, there's a couple hanging out in here right now.
I just want to write a letter and seal it and say, give this to Kralik.
Curlic?
Yeah.
Or Garlic?
I'll write it later. I have the gist of it, but I'll actually type it out.
Okay. We'll do so.
It's ma'am!
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah,
That was the
I'd
thing.
like to see if before we go if there is
I love memes.
like a scholar or somebody
Well,
or books.
that leads me to this. Like I said earlier, if you guys would like, at this point would be a good time to take about a week of downtime to kind of get prepared for the rest of your journey. Do whatever you'd like to do during your downtime,
We want to get down to business.
or you can leave right away. But
We should've done it
I'm
5
offering you some time to.
Here's the... Let's
With these people gone, I would take downtime.
Yeah.
But I don't know in character if my character would be like, oh yeah, we have time.
I don't know if it's in character or out of character. It's out of character. Out of character, if we take downtime, that kid's got the fucking book. And Tyler's got the other book that we need the downtime for. And we
They
can't
can
just
only use
like-
it once, remember?
That's what I'm saying, we can't
I've
say-
already informed them that if you guys take the downtime, they will get to use their downtime. Also.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That's what we wanted.
But you guys don't get to
That's a-
share that book, remember?
Yeah,
Once
yeah,
he
I know.
reads it,
I was
it's
about to
done.
steal the book, but the fact that they get to use it means, okay, that's cool. Because otherwise it's going to be wasted downtime.
No, they will get to use it.
Okay, so then the kid will finish.
Ben just offered us a week of downtime. We're thinking about taking it because the boys can finish the book. You may be able to finish your armor, and we can fuck off and just kind of get prepared.
I think that's fair.
I was just thinking about stuff. I'm just gonna eat my beans while talking.
Ah, beans.
I was thinking. I'm just spitballing. I'm throwing spaghetti against the wall.
Spaghetti.
Just say beans.
I'm throwing beans against the wall and seeing which ones stick. How do? We're talking about allies, right?
Yes.
We're trying to have allies.
I think.
Historically, how have the dragons interacted with humanity? Has it been ever a positive thing in the past, or has it always been?
You got to roll for that, bud.
Roll history check.
I'm not so brain smart. That's why I'm asking the other characters.
Well, thanks, McAvoy.
History?
History?
I'm not very good at that.
14,
I
Ben.
can try.
Yeah, someone else.
I actually get advantage on
Oh,
this
that's
roll.
pretty good.
Hold on.
17.
I'm not so
17 history?
brain smarts.
Chad, see any books on dragons
Are you
that I could maybe borrow and look at?
No.
That's history, right?
Well, it would
Okay.
make sense that he wouldn't have books on dragons.
That's
It's
a
not
20
his
minus
thing.
1, 19.
Oh, he's there. That's all I can do. That's,
So
yeah,
as
yeah.
you ask the question, it comes to you. You're like, oh, you know what?
Actually,
no,
it was rhetorical.
That was rhetorical.
I was musing.
I appreciate it.
One of the large parts, one of the
Thoughts
large
out loud are
reasons
good.
that it is filled with dragons is because the Olin family was like, go, this
Where'd it
is
go?
yours. Have this.
They Native American
Stay
their
away.
ass?
Uh-huh.
Did they Native American their
Basically.
They did. Holy shit.
ass? Sky Trail of Tears?
So obviously there are still dragons around. You've encountered them, but that's why there's so few. Is because they were like, all right, go, just go over here, enjoy that.
How did they get him to
The
do
jet
that?
stream of tears.
They said
Scorpions.
go or we'll kill you.
The scorpions.
Scorpions.
Oh,
Yes.
But they're very small. It's like
They're
a little
called
insect. They have like
ballista.
8 legs.
They're very accurate.
Leave the
Very
baby.
accurate.
But they only
I
have a
really
stinger,
want to be
like,
clear.
it's
I just want to shut this down really quick. Scorpions aren't a thing here.
Yeah, they are. We use them in Nonderom.
Yeah, not like that though. I'm sorry. They're real life. They're not like
Not the
So,
video I
Euron
posted?
Grey- in the hands of Euron.
That was a-
Greyjoy.
That video was
That
so
wasn't-
funny. Come on, give me that.
To
I was losing
to
my
me, a
shit.
ballista is a ballista. I don't care if you're
So-
pointing in the sky or you're pointing it on the ground.
I was losing my fucking shit when it was like.
So-
So we can't really align ourselves with dragons. I was just asking. Let's throw
Why not?
I think you read that situation differently than I did.
Okay.
They're against
were-
the Olins. Then.
They were forced into a small island that they can't possibly share with their mortal enemies, the Chromatics.
Do you think they would look at it that way? Would they be racist about it?
Well, that's why we bring someone who's persuasive.
Ah.
Or someone
deceptive.
who's
So to help
pretty
them,
tight with a couple dragons.
to help
I
them
mean, but how
understand
useful is an army
what
of
dragons,
really?
what dragons are you tight with? Besides
Depends on the episode.
the gold dragon
God damn.
and his half son.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, for those streaming, spoilers ahead. Be wary if you haven't watched this last season of Game of Thrones. Don't.
Treyarch.
Just stop.
Hey, I just wanted to say, Beefheart69, thank you for following today.
Beefheart 69.
Oh, Joe's like super into following us too, by the way. I gotta talk to you about his campaign on break. You'll like it. Did you see that video I showed?
Yes.
Anyway,
Sounds very
what
cool.
comes
His
up?
name,
I'm
his name is
interested in
Treyax the Bronze.
I'll show you.
And he isn't supposed to be here, as I'm sure you've realized. The Artalians.
Or Olendors.
Olendors.
The Olens.
Thank
The
you.
Olens. Olendor is the city.
Yeah.
Olin.
The Olens.
Country.
I'm new to this place. I used
It's
to-
okay. No, it's right. I get
The
it.
Olin.
You're green. You're green. It's okay.
The Olin family doesn't want dragons here. That's why they sent him to Worm Rock.
Well, yes, I got
Okay,
that.
so he is a refugee in our land, and him and I spent years together protecting each other, helping each other, protecting the sea and sailors on it. And I threw him a massive bone when y'all
How
killed
big?
Thurzer,
Oh.
because I gave him Thurzer's lair and everything within it.
Oh.
So you have
That's
a big
right.
old
So
ally.
you're saying
That's where I went. That
You have another ally that's a dragon then.
Yeah, but he's okay. Like now, he's a bronze. They're more of a agreeable type of dragon.
But if he comes
He's a
with
lover
us,
of. He won't come with us. He loves warfare, but he loves watching warfare. He loves warfare. He loves warfare.
But what I'm
He
saying-
really got down on that fight in Nandaram. He was digging that whole thing.
well, next time he needs to help us. B,
He won't.
Not his thing.
we'll see when Leah talks to him. B, if we can get him at least out to Wormrock to give it the message to the other chromatics that we're good people.
Is what I was going to do
Curly.
after whatever we do.
You want to do that second. Wormrock is the second stop.
Specifically, I want to start doing that on May 27th, I think.
Oh, as you're out.
Treyax is in hibernation right now, is that what you're saying?
No, he's just hanging out.
God damn it. I'm trying to give you in-game reason to not go right now.
Oh, I think no, because I think we need to go scout out.
Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Edaram.
This one.
Edaram, not Inram, right?
Ettins are two-headed giants. Ede, it means outer. In Elven. Etta.
Outer wall. You're Elven. I think we should scout out Edaram, see if there's anything we can do. Maybe it looks like their main means of transportation to Artal is by boat. If we can scuttle ships.
There's also a road.
Yeah, but again, if they need to call for
Reinforcements.
reinforcements quickly, it seems the quickest way would be by boat. If we can scuttle ships, maybe we can.
Edaram, and then if we want to, Vagon, and then certainly Nandaram, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some time during all that head up to Wormrock
Yeah.
with Treyax.
I think that's a good plan. I'm gonna write that down. Say that one more time.
So Edinburgh.
Number 1,
Is Edaram, and then number 2 is either Vagon or
Edaram. Number 2,
is either Vagon or one of those.
Dagon? Question mark.
Vagon.
Or
Or non.
Nandaram? Question mark.
And then the other one is whatever one we didn't pick. And then finally, ending, or, well, don't even write Wormwood Rock, that's where I'll be.
Big shrimp thingy,
Fine.
and then the rice can with it.
Should be.
Why don't we do Wormrock
Wormrock.
before Nandaram?
This might be mine then. I got a broccoli beef.
And I'm
Does
gonna
this
put
come with
Seneca
broccoli
next
beef?
to Wormrock.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We also, the Titanian thing. But,
I feel like we need to scry her, but
yes.
I feel like she's pretty aware of what's going on.
I just want an update. I haven't seen her in a while, and the last time that happened, bad things were going on. And we do owe her an explanation.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
Kid, can you scry her? Or is that not allowed? You can just say it's not allowed, you don't have to make up in-game shit.
I could take his orb and try and scry.
Well, I could probably do it.
That was actually a very good impersonation of what Mark would say there.
And then he looked at his phone too and like flipped through the book. Yeah, I could maybe.
And then he showed Matt something and they started laughing and talking. Oh god, talking shit. I gotta stop.
They very well might be watching us.
No, they aren't.
No, they're at a concert.
If
We
they
have
were
one
watching
viewer,
us,
and it's me.
Wait, listen, did you hear what the fuck they just said?
Tyler better be watching us.
Mitch, you
Nobody's
didn't need a
watching
fork,
I
us.
don't know
right?
Tyler's not doing anything
There's
important.
0 viewers.
Mitch, you didn't need a fork, right?
go?
I was just
Literally
driving.
test
You could
free.
listen.
They're not driving.
Oh, the wedding is still today.
The wedding was yesterday.
Yeah.
Right, they're just.
Oh,
hanging out
There's
with
no
guys.
viewers. You
Covering-
just said you can actually mark who's
What's in
viewing
Nebraska?
right now.
Nothing.
We
His
just
cousin.
said Mark wasn't viewing.
It's not good.
It was a wedding. We
Uh,
almost boned. It was close.
yeah, no, I guess I can, yeah.
Scrying, isn't that just lets us see where she's at though?
You're gross.
She
Yes.
doesn't talk back.
He is gross.
Why am I marrying you?
I don't know.
As long as she's on our plane.
What she is?
Maybe. She's looking for Archfey, bro. She's probably on
Yeah,
the Fey plane.
Archfey on the no.
Feywild's
The
toast.
favorite.
Oh, that's right. The Feywild's toast. Well, it's not fully toast because she's still not dead.
Can I literally just
That's
say?
the thing, right?
Yes.
You can say something. I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it
She
off.
literally told us she was going to go search the material plane for other Archfey who had crossed over to escape the Feywilds into the material plane.
I'm so glad you listened.
That's why Canarax, because remember Canarax, we helped her escape, and Canarax is on the material plane. So she's trying to gather other Archfey that did the same.
All right, so let's
So she
scry
is
her
on the
ass.
material
Scry her ass. Do it, kid. Pull that trigger.
But she may not be able to be scribed. I don't know. Because I don't know how Archfey.
Which kid are you yelling at right now?
The Queen of the Summer.
Okay, we can ask. Can we ask him to do those kind of things?
He let me. I legit told DM. I was like, just tell me you can.
Okay.
But he said, yeah, he could.
All right. Let's do it.
So, Tass pulls out the crystal ball and begins, like, looking into it as you see it kind of shifting around, cloudy. As he's looking into it, he looks up and says, she's fighting it. I can't see her.
Figured.
What, hey kid, what does it take to message someone? Like just message spell?
You need the sending spell, yeah. I don't have that.
Okay.
I'm like 90% certain.
Yeah. That doesn't
That doesn't sound nearly cool enough for Mark to have taken.
Yeah.
Don't we have that statue of that raven?
Nope, Darren died.
Likely she just doesn't know who's scrying on her, so
That's
she's
what I'm
fighting
thinking.
it.
But I'm trying to think of how we could.
Why would she want somebody when Orcus
Yeah, the idea is.
previously tried to find her and bring her to the Feywild?
The idea is, how would we tell her that it's us?
We have to send a message.
Sending spell would be really good here.
I don't have it, and I like there were several times where I was like, I should probably get that.
Let's go.
I know a half orc in Mystaria that has it.
Maybe there are any magic users in this area that may have some.
Wait, what happened to
I
my
was joking about that, but maybe
thing?
you could ask around.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the wrong person.
I'm gonna go gather some intel, see if we can get a sending message off to Chigurl to get her back here so we can discuss what's going on.
How do I
I'm done eating anyway. Gerd, do you want the rest of this?
Yeah.
I figured.
Alright, so you get up and head off to do that. Does anyone else want to do anything today?
I would like to. Okay, so Tass obviously heard. I just want to figure out what this thing is. Like, talk to Tass about it, or is that not a thing that you want to happen? I mean, I was just thinking about going back to Xanathar's shop and like trying to look for books.
I don't know if he's not telling you about the book on
On
purpose or
purpose.
not.
Okay, so that's why.
So you can text him and ask him.
Okay.
It's at a concert though, so I doubt you'll get
Probably
a
won't
response.
He just messaged him a minute ago.
I do have something I want to do. I want to work on my arm.
Are you guys gonna take this down?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna take the week.
Because we are more or less waiting.
But during that downtime, I'm trying to contact time. If you count that as part of the mission, then no.
I mean, it's part of the week, yeah.
Okay, as long as I can do that as part of the week.
You can do others too.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all. I just wanted to make sure like you weren't saying like downtime.
In that case, I'm gonna go around the table and we're gonna talk about what everyone does during the week after you all break from that day.
Do you want to roll it or do you want to?
I'll just go around the table. I'll wait on you because you're gonna.
I want to go first.
Please, no, if you do, go, because I'm not ready with what I want to do.
Roll for it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Meldor, do you know what you want to do?
Ready to be at
during the week?
Meditate a lot.
So,
Nothing
Jack,
else.
I've got a lot of chatting to do in my head.
are we talking about masturbating?
Chatterbaiting? You chatterbaiting?
I'm not chatterbating currently.
I don't know what that means.
I've seen you stream.
I don't know.
Oh, I now have an idea of what that means.
Yeah.
Garth.
I'm gonna train with Pigeon to level her up.
Sure.
And then is there a armory in town? Where are we?
Alfagram.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go scour the city for weapon stores, armories.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Eight. 8.
Go.
Can Pigeon roll?
So, during the week, after taking a break from training, you're walking through town in Pigeon. Things are starting to be cleaned up throughout the week. Most of the zombies were killed that day at the end of the first day. And the rest have just been kind of looking through buildings, making sure there's none in there, and cleaning up the messes in the streets. Most of the bodies have already been burned and cleaned up. So things are starting to get back to normal. People are finally walking around in the town again. But it's a lot less crowded than it used to be, as a lot of people died.
Oh, hey, it's snowing.
Oh.
You, as you're looking around, walking around on Pigeon, you find this small shop, just kind of packed between two other buildings. It's a small one-story little stand with an open concept, like open door, open window. And you see like all sorts of just
Beard, one without.
you see all sorts of weapons just kind of hanging up on the walls inside, axes and swords of various sorts. You going?
Yeah.
All right. So you walk in. You see a human inside. A human male, a bit older, hunched over, but doesn't look weak. Just looks like his body's been through a lot. Grayed hair that's slicked back, and he just kind of is looking over some stuff as you walk in. He goes, "All right, hold up. You have a parent around here?"
No. My parents live in Solarum.
All right. Well then, just take yourself somewhere else,
Why?
because I don't want you stealing.
I don't steal.
Roll a persuasion check.
We have a lizard that does that. Me.
Hey, black guy.
I don't do that tongue thing.
What was that? Persuasion?
19.
Got rid of that -1 point.
Ah.
Oh, wait, that's charisma.
All right. So why are you here?
I'm looking.
I just kind of like gesture to me and Pigeon with all the swords. She's got javelins in her saddle. Like,
I'm looking for weapons to buy with money.
You have gold. Let me see the gold.
I rifle through her saddle.
God, I hope he tries to rob you.
And just hold up like 100 gold for starters. Just like,
Here's 100, and there's more than that in there.
Wait, how do you know it's 100?
Well,
it's a nice round number.
let's discuss business then.
Okay.
It's just 100. I think 100 is a unit of measure.
Marty,
I was waiting for you to hit the delay.
Sure.
nice to meet you.
Hi.
I had a viewer
This is
telling
Pigeon.
you stuff.
Hello, Pigeon. He just
Yeah.
pats her on the head. She stays quiet. So, you need weapons, more than what you have right now.
I could use a few more javelins, but I was just kind of wondering what you have.
Javelins.
Yeah.
I do have javelins.
Oh, good.
I have actually some, perhaps the best javelins you could find in this city. That's true. Give me one moment, and let me pull up my javelins. See, like, kind of like goes in and like starts like combing through like a pile of like crap. he like puts on these like gauntlets to make sure he doesn't cut his hands as he's just like is combing through this pile, and like he starts just kind of like takes out a javelin, sticks it in the sand, takes out another javelin, sticks it in the sand. It's like it looks like a lot like the $5 bin at Walmart, and he takes out a third one and sticks it in, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got these 3.
They're just regular javelins. I'm gonna try and play them up.
Oh, my player's handbook's back here." I was like, "Where the fuck's my player's handbook?"
It's right there.
Back there.
On top of the pants.
There's the pants.
There's the pants.
That's where I put my pants.
So, have you ever heard the legend of Rigel?
No.
God damn it.
These javelins were thrown from a ballista and stabbed into a dragon,
Whoa.
killing it.
We were just talking about dragons.
I know.
Suspicion.
Suspicion.
I believe him completely.
Now, normally, I wouldn't want to get rid of these because of how precious they are.
Yeah.
But you did come in here looking for weapons.
I did.
So, I tell you what, I'm willing to give you them each for 75 gold apiece.
Okay.
Great. Shall I wrap these for you?
Oh no, I just throw them in the on the saddle.
I will throw them on the saddle. And he like picks them up and goes and puts them in with the others. And he goes, now, 75 gold apiece comes out to 225 gold.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you need? I see you have axes. I have some axes.
Yeah, I don't really use those anymore because I have these.
Swords! I do have swords too. One moment. He goes in the back and goes through his bin again, pulls out a long sword, and he goes, okay, this long sword was used to kill an ice elf.
Oh.
It's,
What's an ice elf?
oh, very mythical creatures. They raise dead.
Oh,
It's
which
very
kid
true.
does that?
Is he an ice elf?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
No.
You should protect yourself with this sword right here.
What does it do?
It kills ice elves.
Oh, I definitely need that.
You do, absolutely. I'll give it to you for...
Can't.
It's really tough, in case, you know, I might run into an ice elf. But, so it's going to be tough for me to let this go.
Right, but if the kid in my party is an ice elf, I need it more.
You're right. I can give it to you for 100 gold.
Okay.
Alright. And he, like, pulls out a sheath that doesn't look like it totally fits the sword, and, like, puts it in. And he's just like, here you go.
Great. Now I'm protected against ice elves.
Now, make sure that if you were to ever use it, don't tell them it can kill them.
Oh. Okay.
Any other weapons?
No, I guess that's good. I'm protected against ice elves now.
And dragons.
And dragons, yeah, with those javelins. This, or maybe it was this one. No, wait, was it this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, this one. Or was it this one? Okay, well,
Probably.
thanks.
You're very welcome. Please do come back anytime.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, and you wander off with your new weapons. The sword it looks to be made of steel, but is kind of like, the steel's very dirty and very rusted, giving it a sort of dark black look to it. The javelins look like they're functional, though the wood is a bit flimsy.
Okay.
That's about it. Anything else throughout your week besides training?
Get bamboozled.
No, I guess we'll just train and walk around.
Okay.
Are there any other magic shops besides
There's Vitreves in Artal.
Oh, but not in.
No,
Okay.
not around here.
Yeah, then that's it.
Okay. What are you giving her, by the way? Is she a barbarian too?
Oh yeah, I didn't know if it's a character full thing like class proficiency, all that.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. You would need to ask someone else to train her if you didn't want her to be a barbarian. But
Yeah, no, I'd probably just train her.
I like it. All right.
Oh, dude, Xanathars is fucking awesome. I had a really good idea about what I wanted to do, and I was like, I'll just read Xanathars real fast and make sure there's nothing else that's really cool.
And then it ends up being.
There's so much cool
Yep.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's Xanathars.
All right. Griffin.
Looking for a magic user who can use sending.
All right. Go ahead and roll a charisma check for me.
Sure. That's a 13.
You can even use persuasion if you want.
Okay. That is. Still a 13.
Okay.
I don't have any ranks in it.
So, after leaving the group on that day, you go ahead and begin looking around for some sort of magic user. As you head out into town, asking around, you get the sense that a lot of the magic users that were in town before were elves. And unfortunately, all those elves are dead.
Yes.
Is that unfortunate?
Well, unfortunately in this case.
They were people. They died.
However, you do end up hearing about a slave who was trained by one of these magic users, former slave, who lives further out on the outskirts of the city. You
I'll head there.
You head out there, in the shadow of the wall, in late evening. You arrive at this not really a shack, but modest kind of sandstone building, not separate from all of them, but on a corner. So it's kind of away from everything else. The doors, and some 3 steps that lead up to the door.
I will knock politely.
Okay. You do. And
I've
a moment.
got my sparkly cloak on now instead
Okay.
of my mana ray.
Okay. There's a moment.
Oh no, it's hot
before-
as fuck here. I don't have a cloak on. I forgot it's hot as fuck here. No,
I'm still waiting for it.
But I mean, cloaks can breathe.
it's true. I'll wear the sparkly one.
People still wear cloaks for the sun and stuff.
Yeah.
Finally, you hear a voice on the other side, a very small voice. Hello?
Hi. I'm here looking for, well, it's kind of hard to say. I'm looking for someone to help me with a magic problem.
Are you the magic problem?
No, absolutely not. I am quite the opposite.
You have gold?
If what I'm looking for is here.
Roll persuasion check.
12. It's still above 10, so I'm like, I don't think I should switch dice yet because I haven't rolled below a 10, but it's not great.
You hear silence for a moment. He goes, "No one's home. Bye."
Oh, what a shame. And I heft my sack of gold with just a stupid amount of money in it. I'm like, shing, 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 as I walk away.
All right, go ahead and take one more persuasion from that.
Nope. There it is, 20.
You hear, "Wait, I just got home." You hear some locks open up, and the door opens, and you see 13-year-old little boy. Just opens the door and goes, human, dirty face, wearing very dirty robes. And he goes, "Let me see that.
See what?
That shink shink."
And I hold up the sack.
All right. Weapons at the door.
Fine. I'll leave I think I can leave them all. Yeah, I leave all my actual weapons there. I may take in like my magic items. If that's okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Can I keep my quiver on me?
Roll a deception.
Not like I'm not trying to hide it. I ask him. Fine. Is it okay if I just keep this strapped to me?
Why?
It's a bitch to take off.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. 5.
No, take it off.
Fine. But I want to put them inside so I can keep them within sight.
Okay.
Because I know kids and
So you drop them at the door.
I know how kids like to deceive and then steal things. So
You put everything
Shit
inside the building at the door. And the door shuts as you guys walk in. As he leads you inside, small wood floor, dirty older furniture. It looks like he's almost kind of squatting in the place.
Got it.
As he walks in, he goes, "Do you want anything to drink, like water?"
I'm all right, thank you.
Water.
Really,
Okay.
I'd like to get down to business if we could.
Okay, well, I am a very powerful sorcerer, so don't, fuck with me.
I won't try anything. Don't worry.
Okay, well, tell me what you need, and I'll do it.
I need a message, a spell of sending.
Yeah, I can send stuff.
Great. How do we do this?
Well, here's the deal. I believe you have to do. Let me see. Oh. I need to be familiar with them.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Hang on one second.
that would have absolutely changed my ideas. Well, it's been real, kid.
Did you ask for a scroll?
I mean, like, tell me about her. Maybe it'll work. Maybe tell me about him. Maybe it'll work.
Have you heard any tell of the Feywild?
Yeah, I know the Feywild. Good stories.
Great. So there's a queen there. There's several queens, right?
Makes sense.
The queen of the Summer Court is who I'm trying to contact. Her name is Titania.
Okay.
She's about this big. Well, that was the last time I saw her. She ages very, very quickly. So from all I know, she may be 1,000 by now. She is a fae.
Sure.
She's got brown hair,
Uh-huh.
green eyes, purple eyes. She is known for not only her kindness, but her quickness to action as well. And I helped raise her.
Yeah.
I said brown hair.
None of this is doing it for me.
13-year-olds, right?
I'm almost there.
But I don't know if we can help each other.
Let me give this a shot. He like opens up a little book. He actually does his little spell book. Because I think he might be able to do one more thing for you.
You want to create them?
It's in Xanathar's. It's there. It's in
If I
Xanathar's.
could create a scroll.
Yeah, it's in Xanathar.
When you said everything was in Xanathos.
It's under the like downtime revisited scribe scroll or scribing the scrolls.
1 second, sorry.
No worries, take your time.
Yes, we need another bard.
It really annoys me that they did away with indexes.
Trying to be a fighter. You have a plus one.
Did they? That's wild.
Annoying.
Actually, that's like how I got half my information.
Right? You just look up the word you need.
Yeah. You don't.
I was mainly doing barbarian
Say wolves
for,
literally teach people how to trip.
for the hit die and which if she rages
Ah, found it.
Resistance.
Yeah, okay, I could do something for you here.
What's that?
I might be able to,
Write a scroll?
yeah. Yep. Yep, that'll take a week.
I have a week, funnily enough.
That's really convenient. Jesus Christ. Okay,
Like there's a power that be.
no, it's not
literally-
even God. The gods aren't even helping you here. It doesn't take exactly a week. It all works out.
Fine, excellent.
Work week specifically. You know, I gotta rest on the weekends.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm gonna need 500 gold here. Mm-hmm.
Inside. Yikes.
I mean, inside the fucking thing.
I'm not 4.
He's really tough to read. He's a really. This kid is obvious like.
Last we went.
He's a slave kid.
He's been raised in the
And
streets.
as such, yeah, he's been raised to be shifty and obviously has had some time within these last few months
That's
to
fine.
kind of
500
like,
gold is okay.
So so I gotta just do this. I have to have proficiency in Arcana skill. I do have that. That's okay.
I just
Um,
I have foreskin.
Just walking and be like, this guy's really raking you over the coals. Let me offer you a better deal.
That's really raking.
It's called a griffin. A griffin.
You too, huh?
So yeah, 500 gold. You do half now, half later.
I respect that. Hey, just give me 1 second. Did any of you guys able to make scrolls and stuff?
Make a stealth check on that.
Can you write my name?
No.
Would I have to do like an Arcana check to know?
Make a stealth check on that.
No. I don't. I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay. He goes, well, if none of your people can actually cast the spell, then they can't make the scrolls.
There you go.
Oh.
That was the other.
Respect. Well, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. No offense. Just trying to.
I assume that's why you came to me, because no one you work with can cast the spell.
Yes, I appreciate that. Fine. Here. We'll do half now, half later. 250. You need anything else?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing you this favor here. Why don't you, when you come back to pick up the scroll, you know that sandwich shop out on Main Street?
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you bring me one of those?
That'd be the first time he eats
The
this.
special, yeah. The special, right? It's
Uh-huh.
the best one.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Alright. Yeah, we're good.
Aw.
You should have just been like, oh yeah, I'll give you half now, 200, and then I'll give you 200 later.
He walks
okay?
you to the door.
Yeah, I give him 250 gold. Sorry.
Alright. And he walks you to the door and he goes, anyway, it's been a pleasure,
Yeah, Griffin.
Griffin. It's cool. Max. What's
Max.
up?
Been a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Big names.
Maximilian.
You see as he's doing that, he kind of, as he's walking to the door and like handing your stuff, he kind of just slides your quiver of arrows underneath the table.
Now, Max. I'm coming back already. To give you more gold.
Mm-hmm.
That quiver's only worth about 10 gold. I can just give you 10 more gold.
Oh. Oop. Oh, man. My bad.
I'll take it from him. And I just give him 10 more gold.
Yeah.
So 260 total.
Alright.
I respect you, but please, be careful who you're messing with. Not everybody's as kind as I am. Yeah, exactly. This also has explosive arrows, and this shack doesn't look very sturdy. And I just like put it on my back and I walk away.
Alright. He like kind of watches you and shuts the door.
Are you taking me with you?
Alright. 1 week later.
Yeah, it's Ben.
Oh, hey. I don't. Mark's being weird.
Hey guys, look at what I
I
got.
don't know if he's joking or not.
What do you say?
He said, yeah, but it's going to cost you 2 souls, give or take.
I think he's joking.
He's probably been drinking.
Okay. I was like,
I mean, you can double check that he's joking, but I'm like,
I said, why? That's all I asked.
I'll come back to you. Well, we got some time still.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna.
But I'm pretty sure he's
Everybody-
joking.
I definitely cast foresight at the beginning of the day, so if people want to take me with them to do things, I can help.
Yeah, I'll continue to
At the beginning of every day?
No, I literally wrote it down at the end of last session because I told you as I woke up that I
Okay.
literally cast Foresight on myself.
On the first day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Anything else before you go back for the scroll?
yeah. Well, that'll be when I go back for the school for the sandwich thing. I'd like to just run and I'm
know what, I
down to
will
10
cast
hand
Elaborate on
axes.
myself.
I'm down to 10 hand axes. I need about 5 more.
You need 5 more hand axes? Alright, go ahead and give me a perception check.
God damn, dude. 10.
Okay.
You might be going.
I hope so.
Griffin is a really good spot.
I guess, yeah. Well, did you? Do I know you went for weapons?
Yeah.
I'll ask him. Can I ask him?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, where did you go for those?
In fact, I'd say you even encountered each other in the street on one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a armory all the way over there. It's a small place tucked in between 2 big places. This guy gave me these 3 javelins. They took down a dragon.
You want
No,
me to
wait,
roll with my military prowess?
Sorry,
Or can I investigate with an advantage on these?
It was this.
You
It was
can,
these.
yeah, you can insight
Because
that.
I know
Can
what the
I
hell
be
they are.
near? Can I
Or
be?
if you want to like actually investigate
Yeah.
the javelin.
Yeah.
Can I be near this?
Because I know what the hell I'm talking about as far as
I
military
mean, do you want to go with
weapons
them to get some weapons?
I would love to.
And then you could go with them. You guys can like do stuff together during the week.
Oh,
If you like, just like jump in and be like, oh, I want to go with
That's a
Griffin.
15.
No, you're not.
Griffin, you're good with Urzo joins you.
Yeah.
Oh,
15.
no.
Looking at the javelins, they're very brittle. So if they ever did kill a dragon, they did it a long, long time ago.
Seems like this was ages ago. These do not look like well used weapons, or well worn at least.
Yeah, but they're special. He also gave me a sword, but that's a secret tool that will be used later.
Why? What does it do?
Nothing. Wait,
Is Tass around?
it's used to kill ice elves.
Let me see it.
You see this sword with this
a
old
nature check. The ice elves
steel
exist?
that's turned
Yeah,
black.
nature check. Are ice elves a thing? Well, let's. I'll give you an accurate number.
Apparently.
That's gonna be 28.
There's Winter Eladrin, but not really any ice elves.
Awesome, man. Who sold it to you?
Oh, the guy who is in that shop over there, the small place in between those 2 big places.
I'm just like, tight. Okay, thanks. Why don't?
Well, I need some more hand axes. I'm gonna go see if this guy can maybe give me
Yeah,
a
no,
couple
I was
hand
wondering-
axes that killed a giant.
I was wondering if you could maybe. I'm kind of out of fresh meat here. I was wondering if you can go hunt for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Take Pigeon with you.
Well, that's what I do it.
See ya.
Yeah. Just remember, we have to be here. We have to be here for a week. Okay.
Like 3 more days.
So just remember to be here for 3 more days.
Oh, I've wanted to spend this week working on my armor.
That's fine. We'll get to you.
We're gonna get the men.
Okay.
We're
all
just
right.
gonna
It's
get.
just you're jumping in on this. Like
We're
you
gonna-
can be like, oh, I'm jumping in
Oh,
on
so
this.
we'll
I
go
wanna
back
with
to
them.
where I started.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All
Hey,
right.
girl, how much did you pay for those?
I know we don't do downtime often.
I
so
don't
it's fine.
remember.
75.
No.
No, it was
Was
like
it more or less than 4 gold?
more.
Like a lot more or a little bit more?
How much is a lot?
A lot would be like 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 gold.
4 and 4 and 4 and 4?
No, you said times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna go get the boys' gold back, but we're not gonna kill anybody. We don't have the time to deal with the downfall of that.
I'm going to intimidate the fuck out.
All right.
Then we'll go to the shop.
Okay.
Chop chop.
The chop shop.
Take you to the chat.
You all, you both head down the street to a small building, 1 story, open concept, stacked between 2 buildings. You see weapons just kind of laying around on the ground outside.
I just roll my eyes like, I'm going into the back.
That's fine.
You're going in the what?
To the back.
Looking inside, you can immediately see there isn't even a back. There's no back door. It's just you got weapons laying around outside, a door, and then like this small space filled with crap.
Never mind. All right, then I go into the police.
Yeah. You walk in, as he looks up and sees you both. He goes, you're those guys, right?
What guys?
The guys.
What do you mean?
The guys. They rode into town, did the things.
Oh yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Saved the whole town.
I mean,
saved the city.
that's a word. Saved. I mean, you did the stuff.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
the thing.
Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome to this this trash heap. What do you want?
I'm looking for some hand axes.
Got 'em.
I just need 5 of them.
Go. And he goes. So he puts on his gauntlets and just kind of starts digging through a big box in the back.
Oh God.
Pulls out and sticks a hand axe into the wall. Pulls out another one, sticks into the wall. Gets him out. And he's like, Let's see here.
I have the order real quick.
Oh yeah, well we have another order. I wouldn't want you to reach again.
You're right. I have more. I was wondering if you had 3 javelins that have killed dragons and possibly a sword that can kill
Ice?
ISOs?
Ice.
Something
Roll
like that.
persuasion on that one.
Oh Jesus!
You already rolled out of this.
Could be downtime, but we'll still find a way to fuck it up.
Welcome to a game based on dice. 4.
He pulls out the axe. He goes, "That's ridiculous."
It is. That is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous,
Dragons and-
right?
Never
right.
heard of that in my life.
Only someone
Right.
like a child would believe that. You know,
Probably.
maybe a child who saved the city. Who you may have taken advantage of.
A child that you might be in debt to.
Quite
Your
a bit of
business
debt.
still being around.
Quite a bit of debt.
I don't recall of anything like that.
There was a boy,
5 hand axes right here.
Yeah.
He sets them down.
and I just pick him up and I put him in my pocket,
All right, those are
and I turn around.
going to be
My compatriot already paid for these.
Does he have a bow?
those are going to be 5 gold apiece.
My compatriot already paid for these.
Is there a bow perception check?
Yeah, there's like a bow in here.
I just want to pick it up and just kind of flex it a little bit. Do I see an arrow laying around?
Roll perception check.
You also have a quiver.
Huh?
You have a quiver.
I know, but it's cooler when you do
Got
it
it.
with their own shit.
Respect.
14.
Yeah, you see a little arrow kind of just laying
I
on the
just
ground.
pick it up and notch it. I'm like,
And he goes,
ooh,
I'm really
this
confused
is a good bow, and I want to shoot it right next to his head.
here. Roll an attack.
Oh, please, miss.
Sorry, I'm not gonna miss. What kind of bow is it? Just a longbow?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Just take the +3 away.
This is great that Tyler's not here. Literally just laying across this side of the table.
Oh, I thought you meant because he would have intervened in all the
21?
things we're doing.
Anyway.
Oh!
Yeah, the whole
That's
fires. He goes, oh! Whoa! What
That
the
is
fuck?
a very good bow.
Yeah.
And I just pick up another arrow.
You can do that.
Gods!
No. Listen, there's an idea here, all right? You decided to screw over our friend, the child with the hyena. Remember?
No! I don't know
You
what you're
don't
talking
remember
about!
the child with the hyena.
No!
Not at all.
Not at all!
Oh my gosh! And I throw an axe and I split the arrow in 2. I'm gonna roll intimidation instead of the attack.
I think that's good.
Alright,
Or well, I guess I can roll the attack first.
it's fine.
Citizens, see how intimidating.
I rolled an intimidation first. 9 on the intimidation.
As it fires past him, he goes, Gods!
Fine, call the guards. I guess.
And then I fire an arrow to the other side of the head.
Roll an attack.
It's even larger than it was.
Alright. Finally, a couple Dragonborn come up.
Do I know them? Can I tell you their
mean,
names?
No, there's a lot of Dragonborn.
I just turn and I'm like, hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, how's it been? How you been?
Alright, drop the bow, please.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I know who you are, but
Do you know that I'm the Lord Commander of the Viper's Venom?
All 22 of them?
21.
I don't know about
You're
What's
not fucking
going on?
Well, this man he sold our friend some javelins for Some ridiculous price. He said they killed dragons.
I did no such thing. Roll persuasion.
13.
Love all this.
That's a lot of rolls for. Oh, they're 2 dragonborn. They're 3 dragonborn.
And then can I roll an insight on what on him saying he did no such thing?
Sure.
20.
He's obviously lying.
I was hoping they had the wrong guy.
That is
fucking great.
No, I just made up that I got the whole story.
It was all in his head. No, he's obviously lying. The Dragonborn look conflicted. One of them looks like he believes him, the other one looks like he doesn't.
This man is obviously lying.
Look, is the one here is the one that's been sorry, I gotta do my voices. Is the one that says he's been ripped off here.
Oh no, he didn't say he'd been ripped off. He's a child. He doesn't understand the concept of that.
Look, the way I see it is this man here has not been caught in any sort of act. There's no proof here that he's done it. So why don't you boys just head on home and why don't you just kind of let this one go?
You want me to let this one go?
You don't have to make everything a battle.
Yeah, he does. That's his character.
The voice of God.
There's no proof. There's no evidence.
I suppose there isn't.
Champ.
Your friends are still alive, though, right? Like, this guy's your friend, and he's still alive. He's not undead. He's not a zombie. It's weird how we did that. It's so weird.
Most of the Dragonborn did not take a hit during the battle.
So
That's
bizarre
correct.
because our friend saved you. Our friend who was just ripped off.
Well, we did a lot of the fighting ourselves and survived that way. But no,
No, it's alright.
I understand you've done very good work for Fargram, for our king.
Mm-hmm.
But the simple fact of the matter is, it doesn't put you above the law. You can't just start fights and.
So did you start a fight?
I didn't start a fight. I was testing the weapon.
I was just testing out an arrow.
We had to,
I want
like,
to fire.
see if it
I want to
worked.
fire the arrow again. Like,
Do you have any proof?
Close to his head again.
Do you have any proof?
Fine. But why don't
I
you
don't
just
see any
leave him?
evidence.
Why don't you just leave him alone?
Alright, fine. I'll leave him alone.
And I just,
We'll leave him alone. We'll leave him alone. We'll talk
What
to.
do
We'll
they-
talk
what
to.
do they-
We'll talk to. What's
Yeah.
that guy's name? Our friend, a really good friend. He's like a really good friend of ours. He like runs the city. What's his
is
name?
it the king?
It's the king. The king. We'll go talk to the king. It's fine.
it's
We'll
the
talk-
king.
We'll talk to the king.
Oh, it's the king. With advantage because I think I helped with it.
24.
Nice.
Fine.
What? What? I'm sorry.
One of the Dragonborn steps back.
No. You
One
don't
of
have
the
to do anything.
Dragonborn steps
I'm
forward
not
and
intimidating
grabs
him.
the human.
I'm not intimidating him. I was intimidating the human.
You're convincing them that you're gonna go over their heads.
Well, yeah.
That scares them. Have you met Drollickner?
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna do
That's
anything to them.
intimidating.
What I'm saying is, I wasn't gonna do anything to them. All I was gonna do is get him to shut down his shop.
That's fine.
Stop hitting your head.
I misunderstood that on that one. But also they would take it as that too.
Okay.
It's intimidating to them.
All right.
What are you doing?
One of the Dragonborn steps forward and grabs the human by the throat,
What are you doing?
slamming against the wall.
Nope.
The other one walks back into behind. He goes, "How much gold did he take?"
Oh, I don't know.
You don't have a price. We're doing this, and you don't have a price. And the guy's like screaming.
This is
"Come
like-
on,
this is
isn't
like-
fair!"
this is
How much gold was it?
How much was it?
Roll a intimidation with advantage.
You already did it. I was gonna say I could have done it. No, plus 8.
Well,
It's okay.
11.
11.
Catchphrase.
He's like, I took 100 gold from him.
And that's we don't know any more than that.
Was
So
how much
yeah,
it was, though, right?
we don't know any more than that. No, it was way more than that. But we
No,
don't
it
know.
was
We
more-
don't know.
A lot more than 4.
Yeah. That's all we know.
Four,
Fine.
so 20.
Yes, yes.
100 gold.
Insight.
4 times 4 is 20.
Forgot I could do that. Ah, damn it. 5.
Ah, beans.
5.
Worse than 5?
No.
Similar to 5?
No, actually.
Fucking Beavis and Butthead up here.
13.
He's fine.
It's more than that.
You don't even know!
Let's make it an even 200.
Roll persuasion.
So much fun.
And the king.
You know, by all
18.
Nice.
Fine, 200. The Dragonborn kind of like reaches under the little counter he's got and just dumps out 200 gold and slides it over to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And he goes, and the Dragonborn looks and he goes, "You swindle anyone else, we come back and rip your tongue out." And they drop him.
And I like go back up to the counter and I like have that big sack of gold that they gave me and I count out 20, what did you say, 5 gold a piece, or 5 gold total for the axes.
5 gold apiece for the hand axes.
5 gold a piece for the hand axes. I count out 25 gold. And I tink, 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 and I put it down and I leave it there. And I turn around and I walk out.
I don't walk out. Dragonborn are gone.
Dragonborn are waiting for you to leave.
You should get out of sales. I turn around and walk out. Even though he's really good at it, actually.
As you guys walk away, you hear him, and you hear him say, "Fucking scalies," and whispers under his breath as you guys are walking away.
Who says? He says Scalies?
They call the Dragonborn.
He's gonna die.
They didn't hear him.
Oh.
He says it under his breath as you guys are.
I
don't want anybody to die. He can do whatever he wants, but for me, I know they'll kill him, and Griffin would not instigate his death. That's a little too much for me. That's a little too much for me.
All right.
Racism isn't a punishable crime by death in Griffin's eyes, so. And they will kill him. I mean, he would be I would think he would be arrested, but they're not going to arrest him. These motherfuckers are going to kill his ass, and I'm not okay with that.
All right.
So that's the last thing you heard. You come back into our little room, and I'm like, "Hey, do you know a good place to go shopping?"
Yeah, not this, and I describe that area. And I give him his 200 gold.
All right.
Wow, this is almost as much as what I paid for those weapons.
Almost.
How much did you pay?
Oh God.
A little more than this.
The next time you go to a shop, I'm coming with you.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, I've enlisted a friend of mine, Max, the slave boy. If you see him around, don't hurt him. He's making that scroll for us.
His name is Max, the
Yeah,
slave boy.
yeah. He's like 13, this guy, wears his clothes.
Slave anymore.
Last name the slave boy.
He's an ex-slave.
Or
He's a
Max is
human.
like, "Hello, Max, the slave boy."
He resigned.
I just know you can get a little bit
Slave
intense,
kid.
alright? I just want you to know, like, don't. If you see him,
I want to
don't
see
hurt
his
him.
birth certificate.
Yeah. That's
Whoa! Listen, he's making us the scroll of sending so we can use it to send. Alright, just let it. And we need to talk to Titania. He's helping us. Just everybody's aware. If you meet an ex-slave named Max, don't hurt him.
What's his last name?
I don't know.
Sure it's not the slave.
Goof. His last name is Goof. G-U-P-S.
Anything else before going to pick up the scroll?
Nothing.
All right. Then we will go pick it up.
I'm gonna buy 2 sandwiches.
All right. You stop off at the shop, grabbing 2 sandwiches. They wrap them up for you. Good thick.
3, 1
thick
for me.
sandwiches. 3 sandwiches.
So like
all
3
right.
silver, maybe.
So here's your sandwiches.
There's 6 silver. 6
6 silver a piece, or
altogether.
altogether. Thank you.
It's because they don't deliver to his little place because it's more than 5 minutes away.
Right.
Freaky, not fast.
Jimmy John's.
Not freaky fast.
All right. You
Season 8 in Game of Thrones. Freaky fast.
you head back to his place at the edge of town by yourself, and
I think by my, I don't.
unless anyone jumps in,
Somebody doing anything else?
and you all.
You're
can
you're
jump
good
in
at
if you want.
perception. You're good at perception, Mel, right?
Yes.
Can I take you? I know you're a little busy doing other things. Can I just like take you just so I don't get?
You
I
walk
don't get
into
jumped?
Melindor's room and see him meditating. He's been meditating all week.
Ace Ventura jokes.
Hey. Hey, you busy? You up?
Are you sleeping?
Hey Mel.
What?
Hey, you
I
busy?
told you not to come in here while I'm doing crafts. What's up?
Listen, I gotta go pick up this scroll from this kid. I don't know, it's kind of a seedy part of the town. I don't want to get jumped. Do you mind coming with me?
Yeah. I grabbed my bow, disheveled, and like there's a cowlick right here. All right, let's go.
If you want me to get somebody, I can go get.
No, let's do this. No, you came in. Let's do this.
I was just
Let's
looking
do
for
I
this.
want to stop eating coffee, but we're doing.
No, I was gonna
I'm
bring
literally
some.
imagining him like trying to find his things like in a box.
Shit. Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
She's looking for the oath bow in a box, just like, where did I put it?
There's just like arrows falling off the ground.
Okay, I got it.
It's on his back the whole time.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Okay,
Just wanna
ancient
make
bow.
sure.
Let's go.
Listen,
You're in good hands.
this kid.
I know. It says in Elvish.
I know I is.
I know I is.
His name is Max. He's making the scroll for us ascending.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm paying him money. I'm also getting some sandwiches. You want a sandwich? I'll get you a sandwich for your trouble. Want a sandwich?
I'm not gonna say no to a sandwich.
Best sandwiches in town.
Really?
That's what Max says.
Starbucks.
According to Fantasy Yelp?
No, according to Max the slave goof. Max Goof the slave.
Oh,
Another 2 silver for.
it's a very weird honorary title, but okay, let's
Fantasy
go.
Yelp is actually just a dude named Yelp who goes around going, "This place sucks!"
Shut up, Yelp!
Fantasy Costco.
You don't say anything unless you hate the place. Shut up, Yelp!
Oh my god, I almost just did a spit take. That was so good.
You never tell people it's good. You never tell people it's good, Yelp. You just complain. That's all you do.
He's the town yelper.
Everybody's got one.
In the armory, 1 star. Was raided by guards
Yeah, he's
today.
just like, oh, come on!
The service was horrible.
He was raided by guards today. He overcharged some people. The Guardians, the people who saved our city,
It's true.
overall spoke to the manager.
Honestly, I'm glad Yelp's around because people need to know about that.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
This is like, we need to get this back in, we need to get this in every city.
All of that canon. Okay, let's go.
Mel and Griffin head to the outskirts of town to Max's house and get to the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah, who is it?
It's Griffin. And someone else.
Hail and well met.
It's just my friend Mel. He was out. I needed some help. He just came
Griffin.
I gave you the money. 250 gold. The 260 gold you tried to steal my quiver.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Griffin.
you're here to give me a scroll.
Yeah, sorry, forgot your name.
We like this guy, right?
Yeah, he's fine.
All right, cool.
You see a 13-year-old boy, disheveled, dark hair. He's like, who's the old man?
It's a friend of mine.
Me?
Yeah, you're like really old.
I'm not old.
Yeah, you're probably old.
I'm hip. I'm
All
with
right.
it.
Probably old.
Do you have slaves?
No.
Wait, do you?
No. This whole time.
Oh my god, it is.
He's like a founding father. Slavery is bad. No, boy, over there.
Just enough of my time, okay?
No one's ever asked him.
Why do you think I had to explain this to my child? Anyway.
All right. Weapons at the door.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So you guys come in. Leave your weapons at the door.
No.
Yeah.
So as you walk in, he goes, "Yeah, you got to take all that off. You just leave it at the table there."
You see Griffin taking off all of his weapons and putting them by the door.
Okay.
All of his weapons.
Okay. I see you, Max.
He's naked weapon.
Thank you.
You got it.
Is that everything?
That's everything.
Was that everything?
This is a short sword. Okay, I'll put the short sword over here.
It's appreciated. You got the arrows. The arrows are off too.
Oh my god, what am I gonna do with the arrows without the bow?
You stab me.
You're super paranoid, kid.
I'm very small. You could easily take advantage of my body. want to take advantage of my body? Is that what you're here for?
He
You
was
No,
that kind of slave.
No, Mr. Slave Boy, let's just.
just
do
call
this-
me slave boy?
That's what your name is.
Sorry, Mr. Slave Owner.
Oh no.
You're Max Slave Boy, right?
And you're elf slave owner, right?
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Dude, I should go tell the Dragonborn you're an elf here and you own slaves.
Stop. Okay.
Listen, Max, you made the deal with me. Just let this go.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry,
I'm not
I
fucking
just.
this up, am I?
You're doing nothing wrong.
Sorry, I just really hate old people. And he
Yeah.
walks to the back.
Cool.
You know, he skateboards to the back.
He's got a Heelys. You know that fucking kid's got Heelys.
Let's start over. You know what, Max? Hey, man. Lay it on me.
Roll persuasion check.
Yes! He nails it. He nails the high five.
Persuasion.
Sorry, old people are whack.
Hit bump.
28.
Oh!
Lay it on me, young man.
Yeah, alright, old man.
All right, young blood.
Alright.
Hot dog Carl.
Yeah. I did it, but it was unpleasant and we're not doing it again. So here it is.
I enjoyed
That's the scroll. He has it like rolled up.
Sounds like
Hey.
a wife.
Open it.
It's written in arcane runes.
Can you read this?
Oh, me?
Yeah, do you know what this is?
Do I don't think I can read arcane.
You could roll an
runes.
arcana check if
I'll
you
check
like.
an arcana.
Hey, you could too if you want.
I'll check an arcana.
On a scale of 1 to Arcana, that is
Check the fuck
16.
out of those arcanas.
Very fighter appropriate score of 4.
You're not really totally sure. It definitely looks like a scroll, that much you're sure of. And you're just not it's not that big. A little smaller. There you go. Nope. There.
Really?
Okay, well, sorry.
It definitely looks like a scroll. Spell scroll.
All right. Well, this is a scroll.
You can definitely recognize some runes. It seems to be a legit spell scroll. You just can't tell what spell it is.
this is the rune of Thor.
This is a spell scroll.
That's all I asked for. That's all I can expect.
You got it.
Basically, right? So that's another 450 gold, right?
This is why I'm walking out of my sleep.
So 250 max.
I know. That's what I said. Jeez, are you old too? Jeez.
This is why I came.
I'm very old.
Why didn't you take me?
I'm a
Gold,
value-
please.
I give him 250 gold.
Thank you. Sandwich?
Use Mona Lisa's Sanders.
I give him a sandwich.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna incite him.
Mm-hmm.
Money, please.
17.
What are you inciting?
Is he swindling me?
Is he swindling you for the sandwich?
Is this the proper scroll?
He doesn't seem to be hiding anything.
And I give him another sandwich.
Oh no shit!
This is a tip.
Oh, thanks. This is cool.
I mean, he knows
This is cool.
I got
Alright.
you covered. I appreciate all your help.
Yeah, no problem, I guess. I guess there's no one else in this town who can do magic, so that's pretty funny to know.
Should get you like a business, man.
Oh no.
Huh.
Oh god.
Let's talk about this. You're the only one here in this whole town that knows
Yeah.
how to do magic.
Probably.
Tiny little dragon.
And you're working for sandwiches?
No, I worked for 500 gold just now.
Well, yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is if I can get you
Well,
started,
there's like some materials and such.
if I can get you started, nice storefront, you know, a little bit closer to town, not so much on the outskirts. What do you think?
You can get me started. What, you gonna give me money?
Well, I'm gonna purchase the land in the area, and then you just run the store. But I take a cut.
Roll persuasion check.
Mel can attest to other success of my other business.
Is that bad? Huh?
No, it's a
decent,
14.
Yeah. Yeah, tell you what, Griffin.
Griffin.
It's Griffin, Max.
Right. Sorry, that's what I said. I'm not totally about the whole system.
Okay.
Oh god.
You know, it's like corrupt and shit.
I respect
But
that.
I appreciate it. I'm doing okay though. Like, look, I got it made. You see a rat kind of crawl out of a couch.
Alright, kid, well, think it over. Obviously, you know the sending spell, you're familiar with me.
Yeah.
Shoot me a call if you feel like moving up in the world.
All right.
If you want something like this, and I like heft my sack again.
Interesting.
I have to
I-
sack.
I feel like a lot of that is spent on is earned from adventuring and not from being a business owner. What if I join you guys?
Today.
I will
No more
join
children.
you forever. It's not like you have a wizard, right?
I do have a wizard.
Ugh. And he doesn't know sending. He's a shitty wizard.
He's only 9, so.
And that's
Well, I'm
it.
13. Time to upgrade.
Fortunately, I'm
Boogity
already.
boogity.
Boogity boogity catchphrase.
Is that a catchphrase?
Oh no!
Our kid doesn't have a catchphrase except for I'm low on HP.
Look, we can do it like this, all right? So you get rid of the wizard you got right now. You get rid of Mel. You get me. Bingo bango.
Why do I have to get rid of Mel?
Because he's old.
Bingo bango?
Boogity boogity.
I take away. I take back my high five, dude.
Alright, I have an idea. Let's do Mortal Kombat. If you can kill Mel, I'll take you.
Oh, easy. All
And
right.
the boy.
I'll kill a 13.
I know you will. I'm just
Like,
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a
All
joke.
right.
It's a joke.
like,
This is fun.
Let's get
Anyway,
time.
you should all leave now.
Alright, see ya.
But seriously, if you ever want me to join, send me sending. You know, you have your wizard send me sending. Oh wait, he can't.
I will find you if I ever need you.
Yeah, maybe. He gets to the door.
Check your pockets, Mel. Should have an advantage on that. I was gonna say I'm gonna actively perceive because this has happened to me before.
You see him kind of like knock Oathbow behind the table as he's walking you guys out.
Oh no!
And he goes, alright, well here's all your things.
are you fucking kidding me?
Oh Mel, you almost dropped Oathbow here. Here you go. Or this bow. He doesn't know what it is.
Just take it, man. Just
Does he not?
it ain't worth it.
Hey,
Hey.
Word to me.
no girls like you. Okay? I
Well,
just
no
want you to
human or
understand.
half-elf likes you, so
Well, I just want you to know, kid. Okay?
that's
Cool.
fine.
Cool.
At least At least I'm not old.
Hey, remember that thing you did? Remember, hey, remember
At
that?
least I have more than 2 pubes, you little prepubescent piece of shit.
At least I know. At least I'm happy and love my life.
You're a slave boy.
You're a little slave boy, aren't ya?
Say it.
Say that.
Mel storms out.
And that's why I brought Mel.
With that, we are going to take a break here.
Been real, man.
Oh,
And we will get to Urzo, Leah, and Seneca
he
after
said. He
this.
said we're good.
Okay, cool.
He's like, yeah, sorry, I was joking.
All right,
Alright, we'll be back.
that was
Thank
fun. Welcome back to tonight's session. I have been brought to my attention that we have viewers, so hello. But we don't have viewers now! No!
I am the viewer! I am the viewer.
Well, if anyone watches this on demand, hello.
We're gonna have VODs.
We are testing. We do have VODs now. We are testing our camera and our mics, so if you notice how much it sucks in a certain area,
Yeah, our
please
mic does
inform
suck.
us. It'd be much appreciated.
Especially character work. I would say anything other than fighting. Our mic is terrible.
Get it?
I get it, because you're Michael.
Because his name's Mike.
His name's
Mike.
Michael.
The most common name in the world.
All right,
Michael Flores.
Don't tell them my name, guys.
let's jump back into this.
That's why we're on a delay.
Moving on over to Urzo. Urzo,
See,
throughout the week, obviously you take a quick break to go make a dude's life miserable with Griffin.
would you say miserable or more interesting?
Both.
Yes, depends on your outlook.
Besides that, you continue to work on your armor, you said? What did I say about that? I know I gave you a time.
You did.
Was it a week per item?
Thought it was longer than that.
I think a week per item sounds fair.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I mean, you'll get one item done this week. What do you want it to be?
The bracers.
The bracers?
No, not the bracers. I use bracers. I want it to be the boots.
Boots.
With the fern.
Alright, and which dragon is that?
We're gonna say that's the green dragon.
Okay, so throughout the week, you work on these beautiful green scaled boots, knee highs.
Oh,
you're,
fuck yeah.
You're beautiful, beautiful drow.
My boots are on point.
And by the end of the week, you do finish these. Have a cool point coming up to the middle. Fit perfectly. They've been tailored just for you.
I made them, so.
Of course. As a reaction, you can use it to grant yourself resistance to what is green dragons again? Poison.
Yes.
So yeah, as a reaction, I believe they're poison. Black's acid.
Oh, Black's okay. That I was gonna say I thought Black was poison. You're right.
Black's acid.
That's that band with Ozzy Osbourne, right?
Black acid.
Black's acid.
I thought we were talking about poison.
So yeah, as a reaction, you can become resistant to poison damage until I'd say the beginning of your next turn. Okay.
All right.
And I guess that would pretty much wrap up your week. You wouldn't really have time to do much anything else. Did you do anything small?
No, but the last day that we're in our down week, let me know.
It'd be now. So.
Because I just want to pick my arrows for that day.
Okay. So just before we start, I got you. Okay. Leah.
All right. I talked to Mark, and he is totally cool with me reading the book.
Okay.
So, do you want me to role play out how I would ask him, or
no, that's fine.
just assume that after I get
You
asked?
chat with Tass, and he informs you of the book and hands it to you. And
Okay, I'm gonna read the book.
okay. It takes about 48 hours, so it takes probably you need to sleep. So 16, 32, 3 days of reading, just in your room, hanging out, reading through it, getting to understand the book on a personal level. It seems to be written by one of the Antaros. It's very old. The pages kind of got that crisp to it as they turn. And it teaches you about meditation and a ritual cast of a spell that allows you to witness basically one random event in the future. Once per day, you can use it, and it takes an hour to cast.
Okay, so it says allows me to witness a random. It's just a random. I can't.
You can. You after witnessing an event, you can focus on it the next day
Okay.
to continue to pull
Glean
information
more.
out of it. But otherwise, yeah,
It's just random.
it'll start random.
And it's once per day, you said, and it takes an hour to cast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm going to, after I'm done doing that.
You have 4 days basically.
Yeah, the next day I'm gonna attempt, sort of like a science experiment, I guess. Attempt to do that meditation ritual cast.
Okay, give me a spellcasting ability check.
I did tell you ahead of time that I was casting Foresight every day.
Mhm.
Does that apply to this moment too? If it's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
It checks. So yeah, you're using foresight to help you see the future.
Hilarious.
So you said a spell check. So would that be what I use for my spells, or that's just
Your D20 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yeah. Okay.
So be charisma.
18.
18. It's incredibly difficult throughout the first day. You do your best to focus on it. And at the end of it, it's almost like forcing something that you just can't fully reach yet. And you, at the end of the day, at the end of the casting time, exhausted, sweating, and kind of snap out of it and look around, and you unfortunately did not get any sort of vision. You can try again the next day.
And I will.
Okay, go and roll.
Can you give me my other d20s, please?
Over there.
It's a 16.
Okay.
Did you put them back in the bag?
They should be in the bag.
Did you put them back?
In like the back pocket, I think.
Did you want to do anything else, by the way?
No, I'm just gonna do this.
So after doing,
Give it a try,
after meditating, we'll just hang out then.
Rest.
Resting, continuing
Frustrated.
to focus on this.
Tuning my loop.
kind of practicing your meditation. I think trying to get better at this.
Nice.
Hey, the both of those rolls are way better.
All right, day 3.
Nope.
Try again.
Much better. 21.
Anyone?
This time, you begin
It's the first roll.
pushing forward. As you do, you feel your mind kind of pushing out of your head, almost, as the world kind of just begins to melt around you as you open your eyes, and you suddenly find yourself in a valley. Green grass all around you. You're standing, and you hear people talking as you turn the corner of a tent and see Thermont with the rest of you. And you hear one word, Lyle. And at that point, you come off it.
Okay. How many more days do I have? I have one.
One more day
Okay.
before downtime is done.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt the next day to try and. You said I could try and focus
Mhm.
on that same vision.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to do that.
Okay.
Nice. 20.
Okay. Once again, focusing your mind elsewhere, not just outside of this room, but outside of time itself. Pushing through, focusing on the teachings of the Intaros you've read about, and you find yourself once again standing in the valley as you get closer to the event happening. You hear Thermont saying, well, somehow his hands returned to him. There's nothing I could have done. And at that point, you come back.
Oh fucking damn it.
What?
I wouldn't be there.
Okay. And so what I would attempt to do after that is go to find them to tell them,
Okay.
regale them of my new discoveries.
Since that's basically the end of the downtime, we'll come back to that when we're finished with Seneca.
Perfect.
Okay, so until I get the sorry. So that letter basically that I wrote to Kurlikner is that I just wanted to speak with him. So until I get that response, I'm going to be commencing in Xanathar's guide on robbery. And I don't even need to think about where I'm gonna rob because I know exactly who probably is the richest person in the city, and I have no problem stealing shit from him.
And who would that be?
Drolic.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Is it Drolic or is it Drolic?
oh, you got the book.
I was gonna say that's a good question. We had the misconception that they didn't have any gold weight. He's a gold dragon, so he's got gold.
Is robbery and downtime?
Yeah, it says crime. Sorry. Do you want a crimes?
Let's do
I'm gonna
crime.
I want to do 4 crimes.
I'm just gonna
Can
do
I
one.
do the robbery?
I'm actually just
Let's
gonna
do
do
the
one of the
robbery.
big
I would
crimes.
like the robbery, please.
The one robbery.
Alright.
Please.
So,
One, please.
you spend 25 gold gathering information on potential targets. Oh, you don't even need to gather potential information. You know who you want
I
to
know
go
exactly what I
for.
want.
So you don't have to spend the gold on that. Alright. Well, you still have to. I'd say you still have to gather information on
That's fine.
the area and what you're gonna take from him.
I can say I spent 25 gold to have a guard look the wrong way.
Sure, absolutely. So go ahead and spend that.
Hey, can I go?
You have to make a series of checks.
I want him to be the
Checks.
richest figure in town, which I think is true.
Yeah, no, it's a good decision.
And I'm just like specifically, like it says 1,000 gold pieces. I just want to take what I feel like he would be the most pissed about missing.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh my god.
Fuck that guy.
Nothing hurts like a woman's sword.
That's right, you tried to kill him.
Highboard panda.
He's trained up his dad.
And I'm a big.
And now that makes even more sense. Because of your passive dragons.
Yeah,
It makes more
I was
sense.
keeping that on the DL, but I knew it was gonna be fun.
This is fun.
What? Okay, they have to know.
I want to know.
Oh, you have to know about that. Okay.
You are soon going to change your current line of work. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Does that mean rolling another character?
Okay, so you're going for the 1,000 gold. Robbery of one of the richest figures in town. Got it. Okay. Alright, so you begin with a stealth check. As you sneak your way into the palace's
Nat
treasure
20,
hold.
So it's like 35.
Jesus Christ, alright. Sneaking your way into the palace's treasure hold, you pull out your thieves' tools. Go ahead and give me that.
And that's just proficiency, right? Or proficiency on dex.
It's your dex plus your proficiency bonus, yeah.
So,
If you're proficient in thieves' tools.
I am, yeah. Actually, I think I'm double proficient. I am. So, 12, 5 is 17, plus 10 is 27.
Alright. Picking the lock, you crack the door to the treasure hold. Open it up. Go ahead and give me an investigation, perception, or deception.
Pretty sure perception. Yeah. I might have advantage of perception, maybe.
So I can't help you do a crime? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a... Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in.
I can rearrange. It's fine.
I'm gonna jump right in.
Can you?
Oh, it's
Can't
in
my heavy armor and try to sneak
I
in.
don't
And
think
help
Bill
them.
can read a room.
I can do it. Yeah, I can read room. Everybody likes me all the time.
You're like, room.
Everybody likes me all the time. I
24.
got bad brain, but
What'd
I
you
can
roll?
tell.
10.
No, what perception?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Perception 24.
All right. As you look around the room that you enter, it seems this is where you've gathered that a lot of the treasure is kept, and yes, it's true. There's a lot of gold, but it's tough to carry it all. Looking around, you end up finding a jade bust of of what looks to be a dragonborn figure.
I was just picking up. This looks sentimental.
Pocket it. And
Actually, hold on. What do I have in my pockets right now?
Oh.
It's their dead body.
And
isn't
their
it?
heads.
I'm trying to remember.
You guys brought him to drop it, right?
Oh yeah, no, it was the kid and Grieger. Okay, so good. It's empty coat right now.
Good.
So.
No dead
I
body.
got one space left.
That's good.
throw it in the cloak, and make your way out. 2 out of 3 success there. Which means that you did not grab the most expensive thing in the room, but it is worth about 500 gold. So, but I'm assuming you're not selling
No,
it.
that's for me.
A couple days later, you're hanging out in the palace eating when Kurlockner stops by and comes and sits down. I got your letter, but I don't know what it was about. Is that what the letter was about?
No, I mean,
What was the letter?
it was just I wanted to speak to him.
I wanted to speak to him. That's all it was.
Yeah. I want to know what your plans are for the near future.
Plans currently, Horizon plans. The plans are currently to help my son, help you and your crew. Going to clean up the city, and then when your crew's ready, we're going to fight our top, right?
That's all true, and I think it's admirable your ability to your blood, but you have other heritage that we have business with. And I'm talking about your metallic bloodline.
What of them?
We think they can help us out in this upcoming fight.
Yes. Let me just call them up on my imaginary device that calls people.
We have one of those. We use it though. And I was thinking more like you can come with me in Shreyx. I name drop, but I have no idea if you know Shreyx.
Let's see. Who's this Triax?
He's a bronze that lives just outside Nondaram.
You can't say that. End the stream.
He's a bronze that lives just outside Nondaram. He actually now he's residing in Thurzer's old lair. Okay, Thurzer can be good.
You're name dropping all these fucking dragons.
Yeah.
You're just like,
They're down one.
I put my dick on the table.
Yeah.
It's huge.
That's just your tail.
Because it's the last
Big old
hell
clit on
game.
the table.
Oh my god!
Like, as the event
There goes the stream. Good night, everybody.
It's true then. Thurzer's dead.
Thurzer is dead. We killed him. I don't.
You've been the ones killing all the chromatics around this country.
Chromatics, yes. I don't think. Out of character, we haven't killed any metallics, right? Okay.
Well,
no,
not on purpose.
it wasn't. That was.
Oh, they weren't real
I
metallics.
think we're up to 1 of each color and 3 of the reds. And we want to bring that fight to Wormrock.
You want to fight Wormrock?
I don't want to fight Wormrock. I want to tip the scales towards the metallics in exchange for their help in destroying Artal and gaining more land back than you have now in that pitiful isle you are forced to call home.
Wormrock's of no concern to me. I do not care about basking in the
You care
evidence.
now for your family? Are there no golds left there?
And of no concern to me. And I'm a little shocked you want to start a war while you're fighting another one.
one left.
Roll a charisma check on this one.
The tongue gives you advantage.
All right.
You're probably attracted to
16 persuasion.
Did you roll with advantage?
For what? Why?
I thought you said you could roll with it.
Oh.
No, I said it.
Oh.
I said
He
the
kind of
tongue.
like his eyes kind of like narrow as he sits back. Just like my son's very fond of you.
Your son also has no problem with locking his family up in a dungeon. Your son's power pales in comparison. Give me a dragon dick.
Cut the stream.
So you and I
Never lets that dog.
We're never
to
playing
go
Dungeons and Dragons ever again.
on a little excursion across country.
I
Go
do.
see this Triax
Just pick him up. Quick Uber.
and go poke the bear of a bunch of dragons. Poke the hive of a bunch of dragons. Currently, probably basking in the eminence.
Yeah, nailed all the main points there. I think that sounds like a great time. It sounds significantly more exciting than putting this Humpty Dumpty of a town back together.
Roll a persuasion check.
What is it?
15.
He stands up. And as he does, he puts his hand on your cheek. This big dragonborn hand. And it kind of like it's a hand that kind of like the fingers and the claws on the back of your head. The thumb kind of rubs your cheek.
Cracks it.
Here's my dear. My son's power is more important than my own now. Good luck in that rum. And he walks away.
Well,
Shoot his ass.
No. I'm just like, internally, I'm just like, I had a really good feeling. It was really bad feeling it was going to go that way, but luckily I have something his son wants too.
Okay.
So I'm sure eventually Dralik's going to come find me.
Okay.
So I guess that's pretty much it. I want to do the roll to see if I can find a decent shop.
mainly just not that fucking shop.
You have advantage because I think you were warned about it.
Yeah. Oh my Christ. Look. 120.
All right.
Now I know which one gets to get used for the rest of the day. Okay, 20.
Joke's on you. I
What
like
is it?
sitting
What
in the
roll
bag
is it?
doing
Is it
nothing.
just like
A perception.
a perception? Oh.
Get around.
34?
Better dice friends.
Looking around on Main Street,
Weird that you guys didn't use Main Street.
you end up finding this really nice looking shop. They've got like banners, like tapestries outside with like with that kind of like look like these decorative weapons on the tapestry. And you head inside. The shop is
We were looking more off the beaten path. I wanted to like support local businesses.
Yeah, how'd that go for you with the soccer shoes?
the shop is
That was the reference I was making.
is just has this gold warmth to it as you walk in. Weapons are kind of adorned throughout the shop, but they're in glass cases. The nice ones are. And you know what? You rolled so high, I'd say. Who was asking about magic items earlier?
No.
You were? So if you want to come into this at this point, if Seneca tells everyone about this, you see some magical
Shithole
things.
you guys went to before, but I found the business. Also, I don't know how you didn't find it. There was a Yelper yelling out front saying it was 5 stars.
And you see a
Place is great!
and you see a silver dragonborn, skinny, pierced ears all along it, and not really like the horns, but like kind of like a sleek, smoother look.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
I'm going with him because I told him I'd go with him whenever he went to a shop.
if I could chime in with the armor proficiency. If you're not proficient with the armor, you get a bunch of disadvantages on rolls and shit. So, does she just suddenly become...
Just give her the proficiency.
Okay.
You've been training her in the heavy armor.
I was going to say I could downgrade her to half plate.
It's alright.
Okay.
So, Griffin and Gur are heading over to. Okay. As you guys show up very quickly, the Dragonborn, it's not far from the palace. The Dragonborn sees you and he just... Hello?
Ooh.
You're here to buy something.
Why don't you show me things that could interest me? I like to stay quiet and kill things from far away.
Roll a persuasion check with a d10 added on.
You like to stay quiet?
Wow!
With a D10.
I just there because I said I would be.
25.
Alright, I get it now.
It's so nice to shop somewhere where I don't have to without breathing down my neck. What can you get from me? That's what you can get from me. God damn it.
I miss both of you.
Please, I'm fucking begging you. I am begging you. Just let me fucking shop.
I know, right?
Sneaky. I don't have anything like sneak.
What do you have? I know, but you know, gotta play to your strengths.
I hate this table. Let's see. I have this. And he pulls out a figurine of Silver Raven.
Is this the same one that... Is this the same thing?
It's a figurine and it's a Silver Raven. Have you heard of Silver Raven before?
No, but... is there one?
Yeah. The Jade Owl. I have the Jade Owl.
No, Darren had a Raven figurine. I don't know what to say. Like, I wouldn't know that Darren... She wouldn't have seen it. So what is it, Arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that makes sense. I don't know what it is. A pretty bird.
Jesus Christ, Griffin.
Is it his fault?
Yes.
Not really. It's actually kind of...
Slanted.
Gotcha. I got it.
Continue.
Thanks for helping pick up Pippin.
You're a fucking animal.
He then pulls out a
Truly.
he pulls out a small
He's doing
ring.
he in the laundry room. He's gonna eat that metal.
What is going on?
No, Daddy, no!
Everything okay over there, guys?
Yeah, the dog got a hold of something. Corned.
Oh, okay.
He's barking back like, no.
Pulls out a small ring with a little flame on it. Is this ring of warmth? You can also just ask him what the things do.
Hey, what do those do? Before I don't want to try before I buy, but I'd like to know what they do.
Ring of warmth gives you cold resistance.
Okay.
And
Is it cursed?
And you and everything you wear are unharmed by temperatures as low as -50.
Celsius or Kelvin?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit?
Is it cursed?
We only use Fahrenheit in this world.
Is the kid
Fahrenheit?
The kid wants me to ask if it's cursed.
Not that I know of.
Does it require attunement?
Yes.
Okay. And the raven?
It's a figurine of power.
Oh, I was so wrong. Do go on.
You can become a raven for up to 12 hours. Once it has been used, it can't be used again until 2 days have passed. While in raven form, it allows you to cast the animal messenger spell on it at will.
And be completely useless during the Battle of Winterfell.
Yeah.
And there was the 2 things, or was it 3? I thought you said there were 3.
There's a third.
He told me I just commissioned a scroll of message and he just found that shit. God damn it.
This rod here.
Although I never mind, I have a removable rod.
No. Not immovable. Pact Keeper.
Ooh, that's a good rod.
Requires attunement by a warlock. While holding this, they gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to saving throw DCs. Determined by the rod's rarity. It's a +1. You can regain one warlock spell slot as an action while holding the rod. Once per rest.
Okay. I'm not going to buy that. Oh, and of course, what?
I have plenty of other wares, and I do have potions as well.
So other wares, you talking about just general goods?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Weapons. I have 6 potions of healing.
Just regular?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm not going to buy the rod, but...
How much is it?
I know Billy Boy might want it.
300 gold.
Oh, he definitely wants it.
Yeah.
Is it cursed?
Not that I know of.
Cursed.
Wait, do you have to like hold it?
That's generally the purpose of rods.
He's got his sword. It gives him like he's gonna hold the rod and the sword.
No, you don't have to hold. You don't have to hold the rod.
Yeah, you
just,
do. He just said.
No, like you have to like hold it to you like use it and then you can put it away, right?
Yes. Doesn't have to be held for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you just it's like use it, put it away.
For what? He gets a +1.
No, it refills
It
the spell
refills
slot.
a spell slot of a warlock just by, and for one action you can regain a warlock spell.
Which, I don't know, could be a counter spell, which would be dope.
Fine. Insight this dude. What's his deal with this rod? Is it actually cursed?
What'd you get?
3.
It's tough to read. It's really tough to read. It kind of makes you nervous.
The hairs on your back stand up.
He's been in the guy.
Okay, how much for the raven? And how much for the
ring?
The ring. Yeah.
The ring is
What you end up?
400.
Oh, then yeah, I'll buy the ring.
And the figurine.
These places seem like
Because it's not Xanath are fingering us. Or I sucking us for us.
600.
That makes the math really easy, actually. Thank you.
You're welcome,
You
dear.
bought the figurine too?
Went to the other guy.
So those are called Ring of Warm,
Warmth.
Ring of Warm, and Power Raven figure.
Figurine of power.
Figurine.
Silver Raven.
Power Silver Raven.
I'll buy the plus.
I have cards here.
I'll buy the rod of the backkeeper.
Good.
And then how much for all 6 potions?
$70 apiece.
I think we can call it 50 apiece because of the sheer amount of money we've thrown away.
Roll persuasion.
That's the only way to make business as a business owner.
Woohoo! 22.
No, you're not.
I don't know about you.
Free shit if I could do.
But I feel 22.
I don't have your figurine of power, unfortunately. Someone must have that.
We have the figurine of power, the
22?
serpentine owl. We don't have the raven though.
Maybe someone on Saturday says it.
Get it back.
What was that? 22 on the persuasion to knock it down to 50 apiece for the potions.
I like you. Yes.
I
now I know how you feel at Kurlik. And I already said there was 6 potions of healing, so that's times
300.
300, and I now have 7.
You want to buy them all by yourself?
Yeah, that's fine. I got some scratch. I should have just taken a handful of gold while I was in there. That's whatever. I was there for a mission. 300 off of. That's 2680.
You hand those down to those two?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you mind if you do just like a really quick recap of like the last 10 minutes?
Why, is someone watching?
Yeah, Ford Panda is requesting it.
Why, were we gone?
Yeah, well, I was also out of the room, so chasing a dog around with
You want the recap.
shish kebab, yeah.
They found a magical item shop.
Magical way.
You saw everything with the future, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
They just bought some items.
Got it.
And Seneca called everyone if you want to come get weapons and shit, but
Got it.
they picked up all the magic items, so.
Yeah, I got my oath bow.
I was actually busy the entire time, so.
That's right, your turn to look in the future. How'd that go?
You don't know. We'll get to that later.
Me no know.
So, you've spent a lot of money. Do you want to buy more things?
Pretty much good. Because that's all the magic things. Yep.
What's wrong? You trusted the others, eh?
I done tried.
I'm gonna refill my. Potions. Is poison a regular item? Is that like a player's handbook? I mean, it is in the player's handbook, but is that like a general store item?
I don't have any poison, dear.
Okay. And then, does he have hunter's traps? Like hunting traps, whatever the fuck they're called in the PHP?
No, I
Said he
have
could enchant.
weapons and items.
Yeah,
and
they were
gifts.
I don't think he's gonna have the ability to enchant. Can you do from a +2 to a +3?
Can't re-enchant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's probably it for me.
Good. What are you doing tonight?
You know Dralik Nur?
Yes.
Probably Dralik Nur.
Oh, shame. He's a half-man. What about you?
He's a what?
A half-man. Whereas I'm a full man.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. He only likes half of people. I like all of them.
I still don't understand, but now I'm a little bit moist.
So what about you?
Are you saying you... No, I'm good. I got a thing.
It's like things.
No, but I have like a...
Yeah, he likes those.
No, but I got a...
What?
I got a lot of things to take care of. I'm gonna...
He can take care of it.
That's not
He's a
important.
very busy man.
I'm super busy.
I love busy men.
That's great. Why are you looking at me?
I just want to see how this plays out.
Are you gonna buy anything else? Alright, we have to go.
I don't do children, dearie.
Well, fine, I didn't want to buy anything anyway.
Yes, dear, that's what we're talking about. Let's go.
He was trying to sell us some broth.
Alright. I believe everyone's wrapped up. You all meet
No, I
together.
denied it.
Hmm?
I said no, I denied it.
I certainly would have made him wrap it up.
Probably would have been smart.
I missed who that guy was.
Silver Dragonborn
Silver
shopkeeper.
Dragonborn guy.
He wanted to bone me.
Well, he wanted to bone down, that's for sure.
Alright.
Dude just wanted his D-wet. I can't blame him.
He was a horn dog.
You all meet up for dinner.
Griffin hates the gays. I forgot. I'm gonna go back and kill that guy.
Stop.
Kill the stream.
Alright, end stream. It's been great.
We had to keep a tally going.
It's in my character, guys.
Oh, man.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
So,
Jokes. 2019.
can I say over the earring, like, I don't know, timing-wise, how it all matches up?
No, this is at the end of the 7th day now.
Oh.
You're all getting together for dinner.
Okay.
Getting ready to go out to leave for the next day. Dralignar's there with you guys.
Perception, I just want to see if he looks like he knows, like, just if he looks pissed off. God damn, man. I can't roll for shit today.
Do better.
24.
It'd be an insight, actually, I'm sorry.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah, that was enough.
You don't re-roll.
Oh, okay. Well, then 18.
He doesn't seem to be, honestly.
Yes, I know, yeah. It's fine.
It's not like he checks his treasure board every day.
He seems like the type that would check. If there was one person.
Scrooge McDucks his ass into a vat of gold.
That was a sentence.
So as you all meet up at the end of the day, getting together and sitting down, Dralknar comes up and sits down with you all. He's like, "So, I hear you're all leaving tomorrow."
We are?
We've got a couple of other things that we want to,
I'm sure your heart broke.
see how the things pan out that way and see if we can give ourselves a couple more advantages in the battle to come.
You know, I am heartbroken, Seneca.
I know.
I wish it all worked out between us. But at the end of the day, sometimes warriors can't be with warriors. It's just the way it is.
Well, I don't understand. There's only one sitting here.
But don't talk bad about yourself, dear. So,
He's a warrior. I'm a killer.
In character, beer slug.
it's been great. It really has. You all have been wonderful.
You've been wonderful.
Thank you. That means so much. No, but truthfully, I'm excited to kill a ton of elves in Artal with all of you.
Yes.
It's going to be an exciting day.
I like that he just said that at the elf. He's just like, I'm excited to kill a bunch of elves.
Oh, I'll kill you, remember? We agreed that if I was going to help you all, that I wouldn't kill you violently and bloody.
Alright. Give me some skin, young man.
No, I'm still not
okay, I know.
touching
It worked earlier. Gotcha.
You should say that to a dragon.
Let's just go past that. Let's just get through that. Let's just...
You trying to get his dragon skin?
Well, Jarlik, if you ever need us, I don't know how you'll contact us.
Oh, there's a guy. His name is Max. He's a little sorcerer boy.
Uh-huh.
God, I just saw him in a almond.
He's an elf?
No, he's
It's in
oh
character.
my God, this is really bad. I didn't even.
This RP is intense.
What are you doing?
I can't breathe.
He's a little.
Are you, yeah,
Oh wait, actually, I don't know about that.
Are you
Like a
vomiting?
shady shop. Never mind.
There's just some chocolate dust.
Melindor, he's an elf.
Uh-huh.
Max.
No.
No. He makes scrolls and such. He's a little twerp. But he can make you a scroll for a solid 500 gold. So.
What do I need a scroll for?
For...
Sending.
Yeah, sending us messages.
I can't cast that.
No,
That's
but
why you have
the
the scroll.
You have the scroll.
You need to be a caster.
Yes, you do.
You don't know any?
No.
No, he's
don't
the
know
only
these.
one.
Well, the kid can message.
The kid could
Oh, he
probably
can do
send
it
the
for
message.
you. He can send
I'm
for
sure
you.
that if you asked as
As a matter
his
of fact,
king,
if you have no one that can cast spells in your entire kingdom, I would suggest you employ him.
And he's not an elf.
absolutely not.
How do you learn magic?
Wow, what a weird policy, but okay, continue.
No, he's usually on Fogloram. Only elves knew magic.
He was a slave to an elf who taught him magic.
Oh, he knows. He knows. Sorry, almond throat over here.
Sorry, I can read now.
Yeah.
Stop.
Griffin Malik. Oh,
I'll look into him.
Griffin, no.
Throat of almonds. Griffin Malik, throat of almonds.
Breaker of chains.
That better be in your bio. That better be
Owner
in
of business.
Oh, the old almond throat.
Yeah, that was that video that got Nixon, impeached,
Oh,
right?
almond throat. Yeah.
almond throat.
Yeah.
Audio recording?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
He's talking about deep throat.
Ah, okay. Explain the joke.
Is that an ask? I don't know. Panda, you got it? All right.
Anyways,
Crushed it. Thank you for
As long as
referencing
Panda's
it.
there, I'm there. It's
We're
fine.
cool. We're cool, Panda.
but we also do have teleport, so we could just come back if we needed to talk to you.
Oh, yeah,
but
you
we
need
were
to.
saying if you needed to talk to us, it might be good to have. Yes, I didn't know there were any magic users here.
Listen, you know what? The kid's a little bit of a recluse, though. I don't know if you can get him on. I tried to get him to, like, you know, become more of a prominent figure in the city, and he wasn't about it, so.
I have a way to be very convincing. We'll see how it is, Sussman. And at that point, you hear, Your Highness, you're needed in the courtyard.
We're busy.
No, it's fine. I'm finished eating anyway.
Wait. Just wanted to say bye, you know.
Yeah.
I'll say bye to you tomorrow morning before you go.
All right.
I thought we were leaving.
Not even tonight.
Oh, it's the nighttime.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Such manners.
No,
All
we're
right,
leaving
we'll
in the morning.
We will see you tomorrow.
I'll
Thank
bid
you.
you farewell. And he gets up and walks off, giving you guys time alone.
Okay, well, wow, I haven't seen you guys in like 7 days.
It's been great.
Yeah. I've been having a great
I
time.
mean, the last time
I told off
left you guys
13-year-old.
for several days.
It was great.
Did you?
Yeah, no, I won that. I won that argument. Pretty.
Okay. Well, if you guys are ready, I have some things to discuss.
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone did all week. I feel like I haven't seen any of you.
Yeah. Seneca, did you get yourself into some trouble?
Nope, just bought some magic items.
Did you figure out the thing with you don't need
She's
to.
not inside.
I'm not.
Okay.
I literally believe you. Did you figure out something? We remember how we discussed one on the dragon. Did you figure out
The
something?
acrylic didn't bite.
Griffin just puts his, or not Griffin, Griffin just puts his feet up on the table.
You just put your feet on the table. You don't need to do it in character. Oh no, I was saying like you could just do it out of character. Like,
Everyone here is dragonborn. Maybe don't.
Why?
Because he's wearing dragon skin boots.
They're like
That's
they're
what
like
you-
bright green too. They look great.
So what's your plan then, Seneca?
I'm just gonna go me and Treyax.
Okay.
And maybe some other people might tag along when they find out that their belongings are missing.
Who?
What?
Oh, Seneca.
You took my shit again?
I didn't steal anything of yours.
Cue audience laughter.
And then I go,
Laugh track.
yeah, no, I didn't steal anything of yours.
Fine.
Oh.
Would you need some backup?
I'm not. No.
I insist we all come with you.
I really don't think that that's wise. He's wearing dragon.
Yeah.
They were really comfortable, and the book recommends that I don't take them off for at least 2 days.
Oh.
Like break them in. So.
Oh. Yeah.
You gotta keep them moist.
That's pretty much the thing with the shoes. You gotta recommend it takes 2 days. That sounds about right. That sounds accurate. What about you, Gur? What did you and Pigeon do? Did you guys stay out of trouble? What'd you and Pigeon do all week?
We trained. I'm teaching her how to be a barbarian, like me.
And then just Pigeon just go.
Oh, good God.
Oh, that's wonderful. Glad to hear it. So Pigeon will be able to hold her own in battle then.
yeah, not die. You can say it.
Well, I'll be there, Pigeon. I got you.
I was dying. I'm genuinely curious.
Nothing happens. Just darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, I can vouch for that. Twice.
So you didn't go to like the celestial plane or anything like that?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and then I heard Gur call me back, and I turned around.
But she's back now, and she's going to be.
It's like when someone goes
a
on vacation
barbarian.
to a place you really want to go.
And I tell you it sucks.
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, no, it's bad, don't go.
Right?
And I already saved the money, like I'm ready.
Where
I
did
booked
you
the
guys
tickets,
train?
punched it.
I got stuck.
I need to go outside.
Where did you guys train?
In the training yard.
Nice. Good. Awesome. I'm glad that you guys got some time to get Pigeon battle ready. It's awesome. What about you, Griffin?
I threatened the shopkeeper.
Why?
He stole a bunch of money from her.
Wait, Gur, you didn't mention that.
No, he sold me these javelins that killed a dragon.
What do I?
These like awfully little brittle javelins. Just the wood is terrible.
Again with the dragon murder in the dragon.
He charged him over 200 gold for those.
Gur, those don't look very stable.
Yeah, but if they killed a dragon, they're really good, right?
We'll fix them up for you.
You know what's really good?
There's also a.
You know a weapon is only
Is
as
Cass
good.
here?
Yes.
And that's it. Just the javelins. Nothing else.
Okay, well, Gur, the weapon is only as good as its wielder.
Are you looking at him? He gives you a look like. Sorry, Leah. Go ahead.
Gur, the weapon is only as good as its wielder, so I'm sure that you will be able to wield those javelins and kill any enemy we come up against.
Can I take one of the dragons? Or one of the javelins, sorry.
Sure.
Dragon javelins. And I just slowly apply pressure to one. Like not a lot, but just.
It bends. It starts to bend.
Whoa.
You see little splinters like kind of popping off.
I need those.
I can fix them for you. As a matter of fact, we could probably take the heads off and just start over with the wood.
Because it's the heads that kill the dragon, not the wood.
Unless they're magical.
Are they magical?
Like you're
18.
No.
They're not magical.
Oh.
They're just really good.
Which is why I got you your 200 gold back.
So let's get the wood so it's more durable.
Oh,
Let's
also I have
keep
this.
the head.
I have this for you.
What is this?
The scroll of sending. I need you to use it to contact the girl.
Titania?
Say it out loud.
Titania!
Why does it matter? They're our allies.
Oh, is that not secret anymore? I remember when there was a moment where you couldn't say her name.
Not in front of Thermont.
That's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, Thermont Freeman, your father.
Yes, speaking of that.
Wait, but I
so,
need you to use that. Though.
There's just one servant. They're like.
So, Tass, I talked to Tass earlier this week, and he, at his home, found a book, an Antaro book, about seeing into the future.
Yeah, I don't know why I never brought it up.
And so when I mentioned this power, he was like, "Oh hey, I found this book about that."
I'll tell the story. It was like oh hey, I found this book that talks about that.
Speaking of books, did you finally
Yeah.
fucking finish yours, kid?
I'll let you know. Probably though.
So I read the book, and it talked of this meditation ritual where I can once per day randomly see an event in the future.
Meditation.
So I did on one day. It took me a while to muster up the ability to do it, but I did see something.
What?
My father.
Okay.
And he was speaking about Lyle.
Who's Lyle?
That is ringing any bells.
Yeah, I don't know who
Remember Lyle? The one where he was trying to send a letter to the mages
Templendor.
in Templendor,
I don't know anything
and
about
then
any Lyle.
Thermont disciplined him by cutting off his hands.
Oh, you mean Shathid?
Yes,
Shathid.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Shathid. Yes. So what I all I heard was the name Lyle, and I saw my father, and then the next day I focused in on that vision, and he said verbatim, "Well, somehow his hands returned. There's nothing I could have done."
Thank you for the follow.
Hey.
Hey.
He's gonna follow our regular channel too. Follow our regular channel too.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
What a catch.
So
Dad reflexes,
Dead
bro. What's
So,
up? You got a
I
tight
don't
spiral,
know-
don't you?
okay, out of character, really quick. So I'm remembering this. That was Theron, and did he ever tell any of us this, or is this news to all of us that he has hands again? Because we were all there to see his
No,
hands
he didn't.
cut off.
He told me. I was there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
knew
not.
for sure.
Theron knew that, or Theron told you guys that he reattached the hands.
Okay, so it's.
But I thought I told him to get lost because he wasn't gonna be super pleased about the hands.
He was in prison.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
he broke him out of prison too?
No,
I
he just
didn't.
reattached his hands and. What was the purpose again of that? Why did he reattach his hands? He wanted to show mercy or something?
He wanted to try and get him as an ally.
Yeah, because he hated us. He hated
Yeah.
the Guardians. So.
Okay. So that to me, I
Which
don't know
is
exactly.
really not a good thing there. So.
I don't know exactly what that means. I can try again tomorrow to see or focus on that again. Can I continue to focus on one event even more? Okay. I can try and focus on that event again. I don't know how successful I'll be. It's kind of random each time.
Who is this Lyle?
He's a person.
He's just a guy, right?
He's a man
guy
at cross
he's a
that
guy
we
who
scorn.
crossed-
That feels scorned by us.
and by Thermon.
Scorned by Thermont, which is why he betrayed him. Why is he so important to Thermont all of a sudden?
Not. Well, it seems like. Well, somehow his hands were turned. There's nothing I could have done. It seems like maybe he ended up.
Breaking out of jail?
Or. And again, I'll try and focus again. Or he ended up reaching out to the mages in Templendor and something. And this hasn't happened yet. This is something that could happen in the future.
If he does rally the Magi, they're against Thermont, and we're against Thermont. No
But
harm, no
they're
foul.
with Orcus.
They are allied
I
with
thought he's with
Orcus.
Orgus.
We don't know that for sure yet. That is the current
It's our theory.
theory.
But they're not, regardless of who's with Orcus, even if they're both with Orcus, they're not together. They oppose each other.
Yeah.
So,
As far as we know.
no harm, no foul.
We don't. Again, I don't know, but that I feel like is something.
There are also innocent people we sent up to Freehold. If the mage
My
is attacked,
mother is
if
there.
the mage is attacked Freehold, we have a problem.
Mel's family is there.
Oh, I don't. Why would they attack Freehold though? I thought they were going to attack Artal.
Because it's Lyle. If Lyle reached out to them,
And tells
they
them
know
where
they
Freehold
are.
is, and they dropped 90 meteors on them.
I didn't know their focus was on Freehold. Their focus
We
was on
don't
taking
know.
Artal.
So why don't we just go back up there and interrogate her?
I don't know.
Bigger,
I
really
don't.
good at interrogating.
I don't know if interrogating is the right call. I am his daughter. I can.
No,
probably
not
just
him.
ask-
Lyle.
Shathid?
Shathid.
Well, let me try to focus the vision some more tomorrow before we make any rash decisions.
Fine.
However, it may be in our interest to make a visit to Freehold in the near future.
Fine.
Okay.
What? I don't know what to make of this information. It's very vague.
I agree. I'm just trying to be upfront.
Yes, I appreciate that. I'm just still lost in this whole.
Also, like, I can see into the future. That's cool, right? Thanks, guys.
Yeah, really cool. Hey Mel, what have you been up to?
I told off a 13-year-old.
Wow.
What?
That's some great superpowers you got there, bro.
Yeah. You tried
That'll
taking my
totally
oath,
come in
though.
handy. Is Orcus 13? Because if so, you should use that.
He could be.
He might be.
Listen,
Let's
Anthony,
use that. Pocket that. Pocket that. That could be helpful later on.
Listen, we're all dealing with a lot right now. I really don't need you adding on top of that. So.
No, I genuinely.
Okay.
If you can tell if a 13-year-old, if you can tell if Orcus, that solves so many problems.
I know. Well, I am very proficient in telling people off, so.
There's a skill that just says telling people
So
off.
there's a sass.
Tell off.
There's a sass stat.
I'm gonna roll my sass check.
Can I get a natural 20 on my sass?
Oh, you bullies, get out of my way.
Step out.
Cause I'm really pissed off.
Okay.
Well, we can't wait to wait till tomorrow because canonly he gave us a week.
Who?
What?
God.
Wait till tomorrow for what?
Because we're gonna go to Enrom.
I mean, you guys
We
can.
also have no waiting. Oh no, we do have a waiting.
You guys can wait another day. I don't care.
We have the scroll to go up there with the.
Campfire.
I just meant getting back. I forgot you were here.
I have teleport.
Yeah, no, I
And
forgot
we
you were
don't
here.
have
Out of
10
character.
people?
Out of character. I forgot that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have teleport.
I'm used to not having magic users when people are absent, so we just don't go anywhere.
Gur, the main reason why is give me another. Let me wake up tomorrow and try to see more of the vision. Please.
It's her call. It's a delicate situation.
It's also
She's
my,
right.
It's also my
Whoa.
family.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is that?
Just
Your voice.
Oh.
Wait, was that Pigeon or Gur's head?
Oh shit, there's an Intaro in his head! Oh shit, I forgot!
Oh my god.
You guys forget about a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Aaron died. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh shit, I forgot there's an Intaro in here.
Nobody cares about my baby.
There'd also be Gur's head.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Do you,
Oh my god. No, it's the angel. You're the angel, and fucking the hormone monster's the devil.
The hormone monster.
A voice tells me I need to take a fucking nap.
What?
Why are you so
Here you go. Sorry.
goodness? When do you want me to send to Titania? Do we want to wait until tomorrow?
As quickly as possible. Let her know it's us. We need to speak with her.
Okay.
And as long as we're in one area.
Do I need to do like an Arcana check to see exactly like the logistics of sending and like what it requires, or can I look at the scroll and just?
It's on your spell list, right?
As a bard, I can know sending, but I don't have sending.
No, yeah, so it's on your spell list. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. So then
Okay.
you look at the scroll, you open it up, and immediately can read it, and you understand it.
Okay, so what does it entail? Is it like it sends them a message and it takes them a while, or is it like I directly talk to them? Like, do I FaceTime them?
Let's look up the spell.
Huh?
Let's look up the spell.
Oh, okay.
Sending. You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with you are familiar. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you, the sender, as if it knows you, and it can answer in a like manner immediately. The spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message. You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance the message doesn't arrive.
Oh, okay. Okay, so can you guys? So I need to. The message needs to be 25 words or less. What is it that we want to ask Titania? I mean, she would automatically know who the sender is coming from. So I don't think that I need to write. That's essentially what that means, is that if she would know it's coming from me, like she doesn't, I don't need to like clarify, hey, it's me. Okay.
She'd hear you. She knows
That
you.
would be
Yeah.
common courtesy to just say, hey, Titania, what's up? How's it going? How have you been?
I only have 25 words. Go. Yes.
Meet us for updates in Emerald. Or wherever we are. On Falgrim.
No, I don't.
But we're leaving.
She so she doesn't come here. She sends me a message back. So what? Immediately, it can happen instantaneously.
You should just ask her how much longer she's
Update?
gonna need.
An update on her progress and how much time.
Okay. We go to Etenram, then what? Nandaram or Bagon? Which one next?
I don't know that matters. I think what matters is because she can respond immediately to me.
Yeah, but if she needs to send, I guess that doesn't. You're right. That doesn't.
She can. She's powerful. She has found us multiple times before.
Okay, back it up.
I would just say give us an update.
Yes, give us an update.
What the fuck? Tell me what's happening. Are
Give us
our
an
allies
update.
secured?
Give us an update. Are our allies secured?
Just.
Yeah. Do we have?
I feel like giving us an update will be
Yeah,
enough.
it kind of covers that. We just let her. We are almost ready. It's ready.
I don't know. Just how much time do you need? I feel like if she's not ready,
But if it's an indefinite amount of time, we can't wait forever.
Yeah, so I said give us an update. We're almost ready. I like that. Give us an update. And we're usually one word instead of two.
Yeah, contractions. The spell will know.
What's a contraction?
That's when you're about to have a
between
baby.
we're and we are, I only have 8 words. It's fine. So give us an update. We are almost ready. Anything else?
Miss you bunches. XO.
Gossip Girl.
XO. Make sure when you sign it, yeah, squiggly line A.
Yes, exactly.
Give us an update. We are almost ready. Is that it? Anything else? Before I send it.
Also, we have news for her.
Oh yes.
We need to talk to her.
Yes. We should probably do that in person.
Yeah.
Give us an update. We are almost ready.
Oh, because she doesn't know about Dear Dad.
Need to talk in person when ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Cool, send it.
Should I say meet him in Valgaro?
She'll find us.
She'll find us. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna send her that.
Just don't scry hers out. He's got that ring and he can't see me, bitches.
Oh no, I don't. That now belongs to
Isn't it him? Taz has it.
Krieger has it.
Why does Krieger have it? He can't be scarred?
Because I wanted the owl.
OMFG.
What do you sign?
So, it's. Do you want me to just like send it to you?
How many words?
No, just tell me. You can just
Oh, okay. Give us an update. We are almost ready.
Yeah,
Need
give
to
us
talk.
an update.
Yep.
We are almost ready.
Need to talk in person when ready.
Yeah, they use symbols to make
When
pictures.
ready.
AS
16 words?
or whatever.
Alright. As you do, the scroll burns up in your hands, and you send it just in your mind, and you wait for a moment
Snapchat.
before we are nearly ready. Have 4 Archfey. Know of one more, but can't get to him. Where are you? I'll meet you. That's it. 22 words.
She totally knows where we are. She's found us before.
She hasn't just found you.
Horse caca.
How much do we need to spend to get another
A
scroll?
week and 500 gold. So, or 1 present small boy. Oh,
We
he
can
doesn't
just,
have
can't we just
he
go to
doesn't have
him?
the spell, actually.
Can we just? Okay, so who is this boy? Can we just go to him and ask him to send a message for us?
He can't. He has to be familiar with the target.
Did she say where she was? No?
No. So she's found 4 Archfey and she knows of
How
one
is
more.
animal
Hey Leah, did you get my last sending spell? Or response to your sending? You can respond to this spell also.
Yeah, there you go. She sent you a follow-up, you can respond.
Oh, okay, cool.
Feel free.
All right. I'm literally just gonna say it's Alglaram.
Just always put that at the end. You can respond.
And Falglaram,
It's
is it a
Santa's
castle? Is like
At
is
the
the
end of the
castle?
Prince and
Is that
Crying.
like where we're at?
The
Is that what
palace?
it's called? The
You're
palace.
at the
Okay.
palace.
And Falglaram Palace is all I'm sending.
Alright, you send it,
Yes.
Job
and after a moment, you see a flower petal float through the air. And suddenly, tons of them just rush through
Amazing.
and swirl around before you see Titania standing in front of you all. She looks at all of you.
Shoot her with a scorpion.
You see her antlers have grown quite a lot now at this point. She's wearing a long dress made of purple and pink flowers.
My queen is back.
She's like-
yes, queen.
Hello, friends.
Hi. Hello, Titania.
What is that?
It's been entirely too long.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Are we eating? She sits down.
Of course.
I assume she would, but I'm not sure.
So you said you have 4 Archfey.
I do.
Who have you found?
Catarax has agreed to assist. Rosetta has agreed to assist.
Oh.
And 2 more Archfey that you have not met. I found them in the astral plane, hiding after the Feywild's collapse.
They were hiding in the astral plane.
I know of one more, but I cannot get to him.
Why?
Where is he?
The Abyss.
Who is it?
His name is Lord Cals.
How do you spell that?
C-A-L-S.
Do we know that guy?
Yeah, why does that sound familiar?
He is an archfey of the litter and the peat.
Yeah, we know that guy.
He was being held by Orcus. You know Cals?
Yeah, we met him.
Have I heard, having lived in the Feywilds, would I have heard of him or not?
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Super bad dude.
Mm-hmm. He's always been kind of like the dark spirit of the forest. Never really want to encounter him.
He resurrected some of our friends, didn't he?
Was he the one that Theron banished?
No.
No. He's the one that you met up with in the prison.
Yeah, in the no, he's the one in the forest. He resurrected our friends.
Oh, that
No,
is.
Or
that
was he the one that you cut off his head?
That was,
Cals, I thought.
no, the one that was in the forest that
was a
resurrected
random
your
cleric.
friends was... It was resurrected Leah.
Yeah, it was a deal. We made a deal with Lord Cals, I thought.
1 second.
No, I don't think.
Carnan.
We've met Lord Cals before, I just don't know where.
I don't think
Was
I
he the
have.
one in the prison then?
What prison?
That was Soroch. He was Orcus.
Check.
Okay.
No, the
So you said
the
that
one
he...
who Griffin cut his hand off and he had really long nails.
That was an angel.
Oh, no. You're talking about when we were in the tower in the Underdark.
No.
Right.
You encountered Lord Cals in the
That was not him. That guy died in
12
the tower.
intelligence check.
12 intelligence check. You encountered him in the Feywild. In the forest. Has a skull mask. That's all I could give with a 12. You remember him from the Feywild.
We met that guy before.
Anyone else want to roll?
Wasn't there.
I was not a part of the party at that point. But I know of him.
What is it?
Intelligence.
13.
Not bad. Huh?
12.
And what did you get again, Griffin?
12.
12? Okay, so... Alright, I'll give you all this then. He was the one who saved baby Titania. And he had you in his tree. And Orcus showed up.
Oh! I remember him now.
It's been a long time. And they fought, and he banished himself and Orcus to the Abyss to get rid of Orcus.
So, okay, so that makes sense to me. That was going to be my next question was, is he allied with Orcus or not? So
No, he's
obviously.
very much against him.
Oh, wonderful. Even if he's evil, fine. So is Canoracts.
Yes, that's what I thought.
So,
But
but he's in the Abyss.
he is
Grumsh is
very
alive,
difficult to get to.
He's also dead.
Who?
Grumsh.
Grumsh. What?
Grumsh is dead.
My father killed him.
We're killing gods now.
Apparently my
Not on
father's killing
purpose.
gods.
You may find it a good reason after I tell you who he killed first.
Why? Who?
No.
She looks around and sees it already. Oh. When did this happen?
4 or 5 weeks ago?
Guessing.
During the siege of
No. During the siege of Nondrum several weeks ago.
We were there with the Bright Horde and came in contact with Grumsh and Grumsh killed him.
She stands up and she's like, it took several weeks for you to tell me this.
We don't have it.
We don't
didn't
have
know how to
sending.
find you.
We tried scrying.
Found a way pretty easily here.
I actually had downtime here.
This is the first opportunity we've gotten. We're so sorry that we were not able to contact you sooner.
No, it's fine. It's at the end of the day, he's just another mortal.
Well, fuck!
Yeah, mortal.
At the end of the day, I suppose all of you will die eventually. I must get used to that.
I suppose, but
Yes.
I hope it at least.
But our hope is that together we can make.
Just continue.
But our hope is that together, even if we do die, which eventually we all will. Hopefully we can leave this place a little bit better than it is now. If we're lucky.
And hopefully when we die, there'll be a plane for us to go to.
That's not infected by Orcus.
Yes, hopefully.
So do you need anything from us to help you with?
No,
your
my
trip?
people are awaiting me. I need to go. Here is a stone. You can use it to contact me.
Are you guys cool with me taking it?
And you see, she just kind of like plucks it kind of out of air and hands it to you.
We are sorry.
Very
that
sorry
we didn't
to
tell
tell
you.
We
It's
were
just
also all mourning
It's been a,
his loss as
it's
well.
been a long several weeks. And yes,
This is the first, I think, good news that we've had in a very long time that we actually have powerful allies that can help us, because it seemed each encounter that we've come across, it's been more and more enemies stacked against us.
Powerful. I think you're a little misguided on the power level of these people. They have been disconnected from the Feywild. We all have. We're powerful, don't get us wrong, but you're not inviting gods to the battle here. We're 5 Archfey. It's not going to be easy.
we may have to end up inviting the gods to our battle.
We added gods onto the list of possible things to go do.
Yes, good luck convincing the family of those you've killed to join your fight.
Perhaps the enemies are the ones we've killed.
I have to go. She stands up. The petals just kind of begin flowing back. She goes, you can contact me when we're ready to fight. And
I reach out and grab a pedal.
Okay. As you grab one, they begin blowing away and blow out the window. And as you hold on to it, you see it's already begun to wilt.
Here's issues.
Zuzu's petals. Sorry.
TT Spaddles.
Okay.
That was of zero help.
We fucked
Why?
up. Probably should have told her sooner.
When did we have the
We had
opportunity?
no chance.
We have mentioned contacting her multiple times.
We've
never
been
had the
through
opportunity
3
to do it.
sieges of cities ever since then. We were in the middle of one when that happened. We've been through 2 more. It's not like we're exactly sitting around doing nothing
We've
for a
had
week
no
until now.
time. We just need to let her mourn.
Yeah, well,
As
I
we
doubt
do.
she is. She seemed to care less enough.
Sometimes that's how people respond to loss.
The news stung her.
Doesn't look like it. She looked more upset with us than anything. I don't know why
She's
we
the
called
queen
her.
of a court. Of course, it's not going to be.
What are you talking about?
She seemed to judge us for what we've done.
And seemed to think herself above us for being immortal.
She's
Not a fan.
She's an archmage.
The last time I heard those
Above us.
words were from elves.
What words? That we're all
Is
going
she
to
above
die?
us? She's stranded on our plane.
No, listen. She did not say she was better than us. She said, I guess I have to get used to the fact that you're all going to die too.
She told us all mortals. Heard that phrase before.
We are, though.
I'm aware, but that doesn't make her better than or have any more right.
That's not what just happened.
I was gonna say.
Literally, you are reading into this. You are projecting your own insecurities onto what she just said.
Let's talk about this.
It's like, holy shit. Okay.
Okay, so I spent a month dealing with this.
What's that, pigeon? You need to go out to the bathroom? Okay, let's go. Let's go for a walk.
All I saw.
You have to.
Mal gets real with everyone.
We are all going to die, and she's right about that fact. One
Yeah, I
day
know.
we won't be able to come back from being resurrected, and that's just a fact.
Yeah, I'm aware, but all I'm saying is all she did
was look at us like it was our fault we didn't tell her about
We
that,
just
and
gave
she
her
had no-
some
She
bad
lost
news.
the person that she thought was her father for a very long time.
It didn't look like
She needs to mourn that. Some people respond in callous ways,
it didn't look
just like you do.
like. Fine. I'll see you all in the morning. No, I'm gonna leave. Griffin's gonna leave. I'm gonna stay.
See you later, bud.
Sorry, that she's like my queen, so. Yas.
I follow Griffin.
Okay.
It's not your fault.
Do it. Do it.
It doesn't matter if it is or not. It happened, alright?
It's not your fault.
We've killed gods, people have died.
It's not.
I don't know, you're not there.
I don't know.
We killed a god, our friend died, and she came down here and judged us for it. That's all I saw.
She lost friends too.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Apparently, if she's so much better than we are, she could say what she needs to.
She's in a different position, man. She sees the world differently than us right now.
That's for immortality.
Regardless,
It's not off the table.
if she has the answers, she could tell us. Instead of just holding them over our heads.
I don't think she has the answer. I think she has a piece of it, as do we.
At the end of the day, that was not the interaction I'd expected it to be. When we helped her from nothing. We did so much for her, and I've got nothing.
Her part's not done.
Well, I'd be impressed to see it come through. Remind me not to count on people like that again.
Fair enough. Can you count on me?
Absolutely.
Can I count on you?
Of course. You know you can. Just frustrated.
We'll be alright.
We haven't gotten a win in a while. We
It's
kill
coming.
our enemies, they kill us. 2 steps backwards, and as Leah said, eventually one day we're not going to be resurrected. And what happens then? We end up in the astral plane run by Orcus? I don't want to be there.
Then I'll kill them from the astral plane. I mean,
I appreciate it.
we don't stop. Ever.
I suppose you're right. I'll have to deal with this fallout tomorrow, though. I'm going to get some sleep.
Alright, sit tight.
That was super touching. That was super touching, guys.
Sure material, you know, that's what we do.
As you all eventually make your way to your rooms.
Huh?
I don't know if y'all have more to talk about.
I don't believe we do.
What were you doing all week?
Pretty sure.
You know, I told off a 13-year-old. Did I tell you guys about that?
Before telling off a 13-year-old, what were you doing? I mean, I feel like that doesn't take a whole.
I was meditating in my room.
What were you
stop.
I
meditating
told
about?
you guys not to bother me while I was meditating.
What were you meditating about?
I don't know.
Did you see into the future too?
And he just saw his wife.
Not exactly. Did I see into the future?
No.
Okay. No, I just
Were you praying?
I don't really pray. It was more like
Me neither.
when I meditate. Listen, when I meditate,
Yes.
there's me, there's my body,
Oh.
and nothing else.
It's that kind of meditating.
It's the only kind of meditation, yes.
That's not the kind of meditating that I do.
Oh, well, you know, you clear your mind and then thoughts come to you as premonitions. But there's also the comforting meditation that you can do on your own where you just clear your thoughts, like me. Except I'm usually thoughtless, so it's really easy for me. What were we talking about?
Yoga.
Double click.
I walk away.
Scene. Perfect. Okay.
And you like open your eyes. You start
You're like,
meditating again. You open your eyes and everybody's gone.
I'm drooling.
So, as you all
So I'm just sleeping for you.
part your ways and head back to your rooms for one last night,
It's just sleep.
enjoying the final evening of rest before what is sure to be a very difficult journey ahead of you.
I now have the new quest list, ladies and gentlemen. It has since been updated. I can move the bookmarker.
We will end our session there.
I'm in the tavern. Oh.
And we will begin in 2 weeks
Damn it.
with you leaving on Fogwarom.
I want to
Meditate in the morning when I wake up.
Alright, remind me when we start.
Alright.
It's just 4 hours of sleep.
You're just sleeping. That's not meditation.
5,000 XP to everyone.
Woo!
Give me that XP.
5,000 XP to everyone.
So I feel like with the test stream and everything, I feel like what we're trying to do also is learn how to interact with it as well.
Well, you have to be very careful because I don't want you to interact with that more than the game.
No, I'm talking about us, the game itself, interacting with the stream.
I mean, we shouldn't talk to it too much. We should play the game.
Alright, we'll talk about it later. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.
I thought you were still on.
I
thought
am
you were,
still
I thought you were off. I meant.
Well, this is awkward.
Goodbye.
We lost one follower.
Have a good night. Bye.